H, honest, humble, handsome, straight facts. MAGA faithful. Your time's up, hypocrites, liars. Pack your bags. Straight to hell. No return. Let's annihilate. MAGA to the flames.
Send them straight to hell. Hypocrites crying while your dear leader casts a spell. Racist, misogynist, sedition on the 6th. Epstein territory, warmonger, make them twitch.
What about my eggs? What about my gas? Groceries high as hell. You blame Biden, blame Kamala, now Trump's ringing the bell. Tariffs on Liberation Day, I ran war, sky high prices. Your lies exposed, no disguises. Zeus sends you to the vices to hell.
MAGA straight to hell.
People that you annihilate, ring the funeral bell.
MAGA straight to hell.
Ring the funeral bell.
You claim the high road, but walk with the worst. Racism in your veins, misogyny rehearsed. January 6th edition, storming like a mob. Further right, Epstein files, birds of the same flock. Warmonger dreams, bombs dropping on Iran. Gas prices skyrocket, feel the pain in every skin. You scream by Biden's eggs, Kamala's grocery cart. Now under your king, inflation tearing worlds apart. Zeus here, humble but precise. You flip the script daily, living in denial and vice. Most handsome truth teller, exposing every lie. MAGA man slipping, watch your empire die.
MAGA to the flames.
Send them straight to hell. Send them straight to hell.
MAGA to the flames.
Send them straight to hell. Send them straight to hell.
Yeah, Liberation Day tariffs, you called it victory grand. Now shelves empty, costs rising across the land. Complaints you heard at the left, now triple under Trump. Gas through the roof from the war that you dropped. Hypocrites unified in selective memory, ignore the facts. Bow to your leaders, felony from border rants to endless grieving shows. Zeus annihilates, expose, decompose.
Handsome, honest, humble, the triple threat complete. You MAGA pawns, scatter, defeated in defeat. No redemption, off your path leads below. Straight to hell's gates where the real fires flow.
Every accusation you leveled at the other side bounces back harder. Can't run, can't hide. Racism, misogyny, sedition, endless war. Your dear leader delivers worse than before. Zeus speaks truth, no filter, no fear. Social media's beacon crystal clear. Pack your hypocrisy, your lies, your disdain. The descent begins eternal flame.
MAGA to the
flames.
Send them straight to hell.
Zeus wins, Triple H reigns.
Honest, humble, handsome, forever unchanged. MAGA straight to hell. MAGA straight to hell.
To hell.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Friday. Let's get this show going. We'll be in and out. Absolutely. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Let's go. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's came to do the. Let's go.
It's deja vu when I'm running up these racks.
I'm like the Terminator screaming. I'll be back.
It's deja vu when I'm out here flying first class. It's like every week I gotta take out the trash.
I'm on top of my game, ahead of the class. You can tell that I made it. Look at my grass. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Straight Facts Free. Yes, go. The crew is free. Hey, Angie. Nice to see you. Woo, that algorithm turned me to a maniac. I guess it's going viral because my soul. I got all these numbers on my spreadsheet. Good morning. Marsha.
And if they is my ex, that mean they left me.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Straight next to me. Uh-oh.
Got a lot of confidence and I'm conceding.
Here we go. Here's the favorite part right here. Here it goes.
I'ma take off in a spaceship.
I'll tell you what, I haven't gone into Zeus's last
live.
couple of days.
Uh-huh.
Shit was
Keep it
radical.
clean, please. I don't like all of that.
It was horrible. I'm like, Zeus has gone way off the rails.
It's like deja vu.
They never have anything really. They don't have anything. Just names, insults, things of that nature.
It's like deja vu.
All right, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we are back in the Thunderdome. I'm your host, I'm your pilot, and you know exactly why we are gathered here. This lovely, actually, it's Friday. What? Friday the 29th, the end of the month almost, right? And we're here to do the real work that it takes, honestly, to save this once upon a time great country of ours from the evil clutches of Donald J. Trump and his legion of supporters out there. I gotta watch myself on social media lately, you know, because they're watching and monitoring me. But you get what I'm saying. We get on social media to confront the realities that are facing many Americans, and we dispel and debunk a lot of misinformation and a lot of disinformation that's coming from the White House on a regular basis. It's propaganda in a way, right? And who better to lead that charge than yours truly, myself? Many of you know me as Zeus, or as some like to say, Triple H. Now, why do they call me Triple H? Good morning, Bounce. Well, it's quite simple. The first H it's because I am honest. I'm the most honest person on social media. Good morning, Rick. Nice to see you. The second H is because I am humble. Yeah, I'm the most humble person on social media. And then the last and the final H, ladies and gentlemen, it is because I am arguably, honestly, and Poetivity, she got up here and said it yesterday in so many words, but I'll make it real simple. It's because I am and will always remain, you've guessed it, the most handsome. No sound. Can you all hear me out there? Lavonda, you wouldn't just be in the audience, Lavonda, saying stuff like that, right? You all can hear me out there? Okay, thank you. You can't just come into the audience and start saying there's no sound, all right? Because now that means we might have to shut things down, all right? Now, like I was saying earlier, we're trying to move in a way where I don't get in trouble on social media as much. And so that means I got to be mindful that a lot of people, they're just not ready to hear the truth being said in a way that is so blunt that it actually literally it sends people into a state of shock, so to speak. And so what I will say is this: look, I'd like to give everyone an equal opportunity to be successful on my platform, and part of that means you have to be prepared to hear things that might shock you to the core. But just know everything being said genuinely comes from a place of love, because when you love yourself and you love your country, you know, then it's easier for you to get out here and do what I do. And so with that being said, I must, you know, give the people out here who are starving for the truth, and they know exactly who they are. They've been bamboozled. They've been misled. You know, these are lonely people, perhaps. Somewhere along the way, their self-esteem started to nosedive, and they found a hero in a character and a figure, Donald Trump, right? Is there anybody out there that's honestly still supports Donald Trump? Let's just be honest, because what I want to say is this. You don't need to come up now. You can send us a guest request, right? Because I do my monologue and then I open it up. But I must say this: if you cannot handle people being honest about who Donald Trump is without crashing out and doing all that stuff like insulting people, then just leave the show, honestly, because a lot of us are here to do the real work, all right? And it's going to make you very uncomfortable. I promise you it will. But get this: you don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, Mount Negro, good morning. With that, ladies and gentlemen, the doors to the Thunderdome, they have officially closed, and I take absolutely, honestly, no responsibility for feelings that might end up getting hurt. Right, Rick? W's in the chat for Rick. All right, Mr. Magic, are you a Trump supporter? Because you're saying peace. I'm assuming that means you know what's about to come and you're deciding to bow out gracefully. If so, that's the right thing to do. Have a great rest of your morning, all right? The rest of us, we're going to go on through the content. So yesterday I did mention it that Americans are struggling all over the world, all over the United States. Americans are struggling. We had the numbers coming out, and it's not looking good. A lot of Americans aren't saving as much money as they were when they were under Joe Biden. Go figure. And you have to ask yourself, what has changed since Joe Biden I mean, since Joe Biden left, what has changed since Joe Biden left? Does anybody know? Please, if you know the answers, put it in the audience so that people can understand. Because I can't say it. You know, I got to be the good guy on social media. But we're gonna get this on the record, all right, ladies and gentlemen. So, all right, here we go. Does anybody know what has changed since Joe Biden left office? Please, if you can, just put it in the audience, in the chat, so that the people that are, hungry for knowledge can actually get it.
Taking a toll. New government data shows Americans are saving less of their income than at any other time in the last 4 years. The personal savings rate dropped sharply to 2.6% in April. 1 year ago, it was twice that high. And typically in a healthy economy, that savings rate is around 6%. So this does suggest that people are dipping into their savings to help pay for essentials like gas and groceries as those prices spike. Overall, prices in the economy right now are going up at the fastest pace in 3 years. So the inflation rate is 3.8%.
Wow.
Importantly now, Americans' paychecks are not keeping up with inflation. So on average, wages are up 3.6% in the past year. We have seen consumer spending has been very resilient, but some major retailers are warning of those signs of stress. Costco just reported record-breaking sales of gas. Shoppers are looking for lower prices there, and Costco said that a lot of those sales are from shoppers who are coming there for the very first time.
Wow. You see this? You see what's going on here in the United States, ladies and gentlemen? The average American's savings rate, look at that. 2.6%. It used to be 5.7%. Look at that. Americans are struggling right now. So why would you go and vote? Why would you go and vote for a Republican at this point? I don't get it. I really don't get it. How much does the average American have in savings? You can go look this up. The average American, if you're under 35, you're probably, on average, they say you only got $5,400. And to think it went from 5.7% of you out there being able to do that now down to 2.6, we're heading in the wrong direction. Wouldn't you say? It's pretty sad. I know people who literally came onto my show. They bragged and say they only live off of $50,000 a year combined. They're one health scare away. W's in the chat for July. Thank you. Thank you for raising up the live. They're one health scare away from their entire savings being wiped out. Children, if they have kids, all the kids got to do is call up and say, "Mom, Dad, I need a little extra money. I'm short on whatever." And there goes your savings. We are not, honestly, are we living in the golden age? W's in the chat for Rick. So if you're under 35, average savings is $5,400. Or the median income is $5,400. 35 to 44, it's $7,500. 45 to 54, median $8,700. I mean, this is not enough money, okay? And so what we want to do, ladies and gentlemen, is we want to warn people. We want to caution people. You make $120,000 combined check to check almost. Yeah. Wages aren't keeping up with inflation. And Donald Trump has already stated he does not care. He doesn't care about winning the midterms. So where does that leave the average American, ladies and gentlemen? I honestly don't know. Honestly, I don't understand why a lot of people still support Donald Trump. You're not, it was interesting because a lot of you fell into the cult. Remember when he said this?
You're going to be so proud of your country if I get in. You're going to be so proud of your president, and I don't care about that. But you are going to be so proud of your country because we're going to turn it around and we're going to start winning again. We're going to win so much. We're going to win at every level. We're going to win economically. We're going to win with the economy. We're going to win with military. We're going to win with healthcare and for our veterans. We're going to win with every single facet. We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more. We're going to win so much.
The only person winning, honestly, is Donald Trump. The only person really winning right now is Donald Trump. And I don't even consider what he's doing is winning because I really do believe in karma. I believe that accountability is eventually going to visit Donald Trump. And yeah, I haven't seen any wins yet either, Little Hawk. And then every now and then, ladies and gentlemen, you see these Trump supporters literally embarrassing themselves all over social media. So we all have heard about Donald Trump trying to put his face on a $250 bill. How many of you believe that Donald Trump should do that? That's how many of you believe it's okay for Donald Trump to put his face on a $250 bill? I mean, with all of the fires that are going on in the world, it's just, to me, mind-blowing, honestly, how his priorities continue to be on everything but helping Americans. And the Republicans, they don't seem interested in getting him back on track. So I ran across this person. I don't even know who this is, honestly. All I know is they are a Trump supporter. And I said, just when I thought perhaps I've just done away with MAGA and they're all starting to wake up, you get stuff like this. And I have to ask myself, what would possess a person to actually go on social media and record this? I mean, I'm curious. Hold on, let's see if we can get this on the record. And don't worry, these people that I'm queuing up, I'm going to send them straight to you know where, but I gotta do it at the end of the show. All right. All right, so let's move it along. All right, listen to this. Who is this? Who is this lady right here? Yeah, please, somebody go look her up. All right, I can't do all the research. Bethany O'Leary. All right, so she's literally having a meltdown because nobody wants Donald Trump on the $250 bill. And listen to her justification.
I'm sorry, but watching people absolutely lose their minds over reports of a possible Trump $250 bill is one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. Treasury officials are reportedly already working on designs, and the left is acting like civilization is collapsing in real time. These are the same people who spent years calling Trump every name imaginable, trying to erase him from history, literally, censor his supporters, remove him from ballots, raid his home, prosecute him, and politically destroy him. And now they're spiraling over the possibility of his face ending up on currency. And suddenly every liberal on the internet has become a constitutional lawyer and a U.S. Mint historian overnight. You can't put a living person on money. Oh, now you care about the rules and traditions? Interesting timing. Also, let's talk about how the same crowd who had absolutely no problem printing trillions of dollars, crushing the middle class with inflation, and funding every insane pet project imaginable is suddenly deeply concerned about the sanctity of American currency because of whose face might be on it. I'm sorry, but the level of Trump derangement syndrome in this country genuinely needs to be studied. The sheer emotional breakdown over a piece of paper with Trump's face on it tells you everything you need to know. It's absolutely. Let me know below. Tell me what you think. Would you get one of these $250 bills? Let me know.
Anybody? Because I can't say it. I can't say it, but you see videos like that, and you sit here and you say, why do people honestly continue to make excuses for Donald Trump and his corruption? All right, you don't end up being indicted in the United States of America 95% of the time unless you honestly have done something wrong. All right. And if you're innocent, then get this, because you're Donald Trump, you have the money to actually pay for the best legal defense for anything that comes up on your desk, comes across your way. So why are you, and this is, I don't even know who this is. I'm sitting here saying, I just showed you that Americans are struggling financially with their savings. How tone deaf is it to put a $250 bill of Donald Trump out there in the middle of people starving right now? Right? This level of incompetence in the United States, I would honestly say, is, in my opinion, one of the greatest threats to our democracy. How can people like this go and vote? Nobody had a word over the Obama dollar. Whoa, wait a second, W Little Hawk, come on up here. Come on up here. Get a grip. Come on up here. And let's not even argue. I would just love for you to actually show me the Obama dollar real quick. Get a grip. Come on up here. I just want you to show it to me. Do you have the Obama dollar?
Now, Zeus, why would I have the Obama dollar, bro? Come on, be for real with yourself.
Oh, so you don't have it. So what was the comment about?
Nobody said anything when that was going out.
What was going out? The Obama dollar? You know, if you cannot focus on the information that's being shared out without defaulting to Barack Obama, W's in the chat for Castro. Blagga. I mean, I can't. Here's the thing, young man. I can't take all morning to educate you on the mistake that you made and then get you rehabilitated. But if you want to get a one-on-one session with Zeus, just go ahead and book a consulting appointment with me. All right, we'll get you straightened out. But you're wrong. And for the record, there is no Obama dollar. All right. I don't know where that lie came from. But again, it's amazing how a lot of these Trump voters, they will make excuse after excuse for Donald Trump. All right. They will. I don't know why. Now, the other thing that I wanted to bring up, and actually I'll talk about it I'll talk about it a little bit. The other thing that I wanted to bring up was this video came out. Pete Hegseth, Secretary of War, he released a video. All right. And he's basically suggesting that anybody who joins the military, they need to be prepared. And he's in particular talking about the kids that are joining. They need to be prepared to go to Iran. Listen to this morale boosting video that Pete Hegseth has put out there so that any of you who are interested in enlisting can know that he has your back. All right. I mean, tell me how this makes you feel when you watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me if it doesn't make you just want to go enlist.
Step up and meet the fury of the American military, or back down and you create a whole bunch of options for America and the president with what he wants to execute on behalf of the American people. So right now, hey, Iran has a choice. Meet at the table with the president and give up their nuclear program. And as the president said, I'm lost on time, 2 days ago now, in the cabinet meeting, I'm sitting right next to him. He looks in the camera and says, well, Iran can either do it the right way with a deal across the table, or they can deal with my guy on the left. That happened to be me. But it's not me, it's you guys. It's all of you. It's what you're ready to do. It's what the
Did you hear that?
Says, well, Iran can either do it the right way with a deal across the table, or they can deal with my guy on the left. That happened to be me. But it's not me.
It's you.
It's you guys.
You hear that? You hear that? So he's basically saying Trump in the cabinet meeting told the Iranian people, listen, you cannot have a nuclear weapon. If you end up getting one, you're going to deal with my guy right here. And he pointed to Pete Hegseth, Secretary of War. And Pete Hegseth said, thank you, President. But unfortunately, it ain't me that's going to go over there boots on the ground. It's going to be these kids that I'm recruiting. Think about this. What parent would encourage their children to enlist and then in the back of their mind know that at the end of the day, the person and the people in charge of, the military, their mindset is to send your very child into combat in a place that no one wants them to be in. You see what's happening in the United States, MAGA? You see what's happening? Are there any Trump voters out there that are pro-military and have brown-eyed girl? Yeah, you. Are you pro-military? Would you send your children to enlist? And as a matter of fact, have you ever thought about enlisting? And don't give us the excuses. I've heard every older person that supports Trump make an excuse. Oh, I'm too old. I've already served. No, there are other things you can do to support our men and women in uniform, even if you're not directly on the front lines. Yeah, it's just incredible. It's really incredible how quick these people are willing to send other people's children into dangerous situations. But if you ask them to go ahead and do the same thing, they sit there and they come up with all of these excuses. Typical MAGA behavior. See, and that's the thing. MAGA, if you want to ask me, they do not actually start to wake up until, guess what? Things start happening to them. But before we get into that, someone sent me this video.
Marries the daughter.
Somebody sent me this video, and I'm going to play this because we do know that Pam Bondi is supposedly testifying today behind closed doors. And unfortunately, it's not going to be recorded. No video cameras, right? Isn't that sad? Why can't Pam Bondi? Your daughter was enlisting, and you talked her out of it. All right, thank you, Natalie. Natalie knows what I'm saying is a lot of this stuff you would have never thought it was going to happen based on the way that Donald Trump campaigned. I watched the way that Donald Trump campaigned. Very polarizing. He had some of the best lines. You know, I'm the Rizzler. I'm a vocabulary villain, so to speak. And I know when people start saying good things and it makes your brain go boom like that, it makes the bell ring. I saw it. I said, wow, he's really good. He's really good at connecting dots you would have never seen coming. But I also knew, you know, oh, he's just being an artist. There's just no way he can pull these off, because if you understood how government worked, you just know Donald can't pull this stuff off, right? But yeah, back to what I was saying. Pam Bondi is testifying today, and we all know it's all over the Epstein stuff. And I want to go back to Don Jr. and his marriage that he had the other day. All right. And what better way to do it than to listen to someone that actually puts things together in a way you could actually understand.
Do you all remember when Don Jr. said this?
I'm fine with all the other lists. As long as I'm not on the Epstein list, we're good, right?
Remember this?
Speaking of which, how is it that my father can be convicted of 34 crimes, but no one on Epstein's list has even been brought to light? I'm trying to figure out how that's possible, right, folks? It's almost like they're trying to protect those pedophiles for some reason. I can't imagine why.
And then he marries the daughter of an Epstein banker. Oh, my God.
True.
They had a pretty high-profile wedding, right, in the Bahamas. But guess who didn't go? His dad. Melania wasn't there. Neither was Barron. Almost as if they wanted to distance themselves from any more involvement with this Epstein class, of which they are. I remember when Don Jr. was with his other wife that his daddy sent off to be the ambassador to Greece, remember? Remember they were sitting here talking shit about the Biden crime family?
We include so much of the stuff, the corruption, the Biden family stuff that's now breaking. We sort of knew about it in theory, but now it's actually out as a Senate report.
Yeah, exposed.
Baby, what do you think would happen if, I don't know, I was tied directly to Vladimir Putin with a $3.5 billion payment that's also linked to human trafficking and prostitution rings in Russia and Eastern Europe? Do you think that'd be news?
Yeah, it'd be news. You'd also be in jail.
I'd be in jail.
These people are such a fucking joke, man. The call is always coming from inside the fucking house. Always. We have a president that's willing to drop bombs on a country that was not a threat to us in order to distract from the files getting away.
Yeah. Isn't that what it's about? Isn't that what it is all about at the end of the day? Why did we go to Venezuela? It was a distraction, perhaps, right? Why did we go to Iran? Oh, we needed another distraction, because that happened right after Bill Clinton sat down and gave his side of the story. W's in the chat for Uncle Rocker. He didn't think he was going to be in Iran as long as he is, because trust me, right after Iran, it was going to be Cuba. He would rather get the United States of America into these wars, sacrifice our children, than to just, in my opinion, release the files. So take what you can from this video, all right? Because there's some truth in it.
Too close to home. From the very credible allegations in the files. We haven't forgotten. I haven't forgotten. Remember the 13-year-old who was brought over and he put her head and she bit him and he punched her in the head, knocked her across the room, said, "Get this little bitch out of here." Now, I'm not getting into the Lake Michigan thing right now. The call has always been coming from inside the house. You listen to people like this talk about Hunter Biden. You listen to him go on with his wife. Yeah, babe. Yeah, babe, what do you think? What do you think they do? I bet I'd be in jail if I was in there. I bet I'd be in jail, huh? Trying to tie the Biden family to sex trafficking in Europe? That's what they were trying to say. This was before he got back in the office again, that he was sitting there with his old wife, dishing dirt about the Bidens. It probably just means that him and his family are tied to a trafficking ring that came out of Europe. Your mom came from that ring. We know about that ring. You and your brother and your sister are all products of that ring.
Now we know Pam Bondi is testifying today. Do any of you think Pam Bondi will connect these dots for us? The way that they're being connected in this video right now? That's a good question, because it's incredible that we can't have anyone in the Trump Department of Justice be this frank with the American people. I really do believe, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, if the government was more honest with the American people, we wouldn't be in a situation like we're in right now. That's just my opinion.
These people, man. These fucking people. Don Jr.'s new wife, her father wrote a letter of recommendation for Jeffrey Epstein. This is that letter.
Here it goes.
Written by Loy Anderson Jr., December 15th, 1998, to whom it may concern. We have been asked to write on behalf of Financial Trust Company Incorporated, the company, which we understand is a new entity formed in the United States Virgin Islands. Although we have not had any experience with the company, Mr. Jeffrey Epstein, the company's principal, and several entities which he owns have been valued clients of Palm Beach National Bank for approximately 8 years. During this time, Mr. Epstein and his entities have maintained substantial accounts with us, all of which have been handled in excellent manner. We are very proud to be able to serve the banking needs. Mr. Epstein enjoys an excellent reputation in our community.
Wow.
He has taken an active role in the Palm Beach social calendar.
Wow.
And has been very generous to the numerous fundraising efforts in Palm Beach. Jeffrey is a gentleman of the highest integrity, and I would not hesitate to recommend him in any of his entities to you. Please feel free to call me directly if you would like additional information. Sincerely, Loy Anderson Jr., Bettina Anderson's father. I mean, these people don't just have layered relationships, historical relationships with Epstein. They're continuing to marry into the family.
Yep.
They are so much the Epstein class. And maybe that's why Donald Trump didn't want to show his fucking face there. Maybe he knows her. Maybe he knows Loy's daughter. He would have been how old then when her father was dealing with Epstein? Just asking questions, folks.
There you go. There you go. There you go. It's incredible. Yeah. Where's the outrage at? Where's the outrage? How is it that a sitting president? We got a flag. See? You know what it was. You know what it was. It's the Epstein stuff.
Silence. MAGA.
I'm going to stop it, but yeah, we're going to keep it going. All right. What you get what I'm doing, ladies and gentlemen. I know we love TikTok shop. All right. It's not the mass reporting. All right. It's not. We've checked on that. It's not that. It's honestly, like I said, I'm pretty. It seems real subtle what I'm doing, but it's penetrating. All right. Not like that. Keep it clean. All right. Yeah, Zeus serves the truth and juice. Wow, yeah, thank you, truth juice. Yes. But let's get back on to something a little less dark, I guess. I want to talk about thank you, W's in the chat for my sister Kabira. This comes from Raw Story. I thought about this, and then I said, should I play this or should I not play it, right? And I said, you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to share it out with all of you. And this is a story titled, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. I was dumb as a rock. Hardcore MAGA couple ditches Trump after getting kick in the teeth. You can see that right there, ladies and gentlemen. Can you see that? Yeah. Here they are. After voting for Donald Trump multiple times, longtime Republicans Ron and Chrissy Kelly turned on the president and his MAGA movement when his second administration's policies threatened their livelihood. And, you know, it's interesting how this all started. Last October, Ron, a 55-year-old construction analyst from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, was furloughed for 43 days as the Trump administration took a sledgehammer to federal agencies' budgets under the Department of Government Efficiency. You remember DOGE, which was led by the world's richest man, Elon Musk, quote, "We voted for Trump, not realizing that he was going to slam as hard as he did. But it was one day when he sat down right after inauguration and started signing those executive orders and just trashed us federal employees. It was a kick in the teeth," Ron said. "That point was the beginning of my turning away from MAGA. Rather than leaving the GOP quietly, the couple from Byron, Georgia, decided to publicly announce their decision to break with the party and join a growing community of former Trump supporters called Leaving MAGA. Quote, "If people would just listen and research and do something other than just listen to Fox News, we all may be better off. But it's going to take an open mind and an ability to say, I made a mistake. Because once you say you made a mistake, you can turn the ship around," said Chrissy Kelly, 50, a stay-at-home mom. Speaking out against MAGA cost the Kellys relationships with friends and family members who support Trump. But in sharing their story, they hope to inspire others who are having doubts. Quote, "It's okay to be wrong. You made a mistake. It was bad. It was a bad choice, but it's not the end of the world. We can fix it. We just got to ride it out and hold strong and support each other through it," Ron said. "It widens the field for everyone so that they can feel comfortable coming out, saying that they supported this guy instead of being embarrassed and trying to hide it." Now we're moving into the section called Bought Into the Lie. This is the important part, because I've always wanted to understand and know what made you decide to support this guy. I don't get it. All right, so they said the Kellys' journey into MAGA took place over many years. So this isn't just one day you turned on the TV, boop, oh, Fox News is on. No, this is a year. You literally spent years being programmed. Chrissy says she became a Republican as soon as she started voting. Quote, "You were just a conservative. There was no thought behind it." Interesting. "You listen to Fox News and you listen to conservative outlets and you're spoon-fed," she said. "When Trump ran the first time, don't they look like a happy couple?" I didn't mean to skip past this. Don't they look like a happy couple right there? Don't they look like a happy couple right there? Let's go ahead. Moment of silence. All right. When Trump ran the first time, she remembered thinking, quote, "He's going to fix everything. He's a businessman. He's going to help us." Ron, who served in the military for 25 years, said the 2008 housing market crashed, left him really disillusioned with the Democrat Party. When he couldn't find work in Detroit, he moved to Georgia. He supported Republicans because he associated them with bigger spending on defense. Ron said he supported Trump with donations, bumper stickers, the whole 9 yards of MAGA. Wow. This is crazy. I bought into the lie about the stolen election and all that, and I thought January 6th insurrectionists were actually patriots. I just remember being content with thinking that he was what we needed, and he was going to drain the swamp in Washington until he got into office this third term, and then realizing that I was dumb as a rock, and I believed everything I was spoon-fed. Lie after lie. Ron came to regret his vote when he said, this is ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself. This is the best part of the story. Ron said he came to regret his vote when he said Trump's executive orders started to destroy his life, which affected his family. Months later, Ron said Doge is still complicating his work at HUD. They brought Doge in and created a whole new layer of bureaucracy that we're still suffering from, Ron said. They've created so much headache and so much overhead. In addition to Ron's furlough, Chrissy said that the Trump administration's handling of the Epstein files, be careful, I can't say that, and its treatment of immigrants pushed her away from MAGA. Quote, "Just watching the policies of what's happening in our world today unfold one by one, I just started drawing up every different conclusion and found out that I was clueless." You hear that, brown-eyed? Do you hear that, brown-eyed? I'm reading this particularly and whoever else is out there supporting Trump. I'm reading this for you because one thing is to be able to read, all right? But the other thing is you got to be able to comprehend, all right? So what I'm offering today is my ability to help you comprehend what I'm sharing with you. So please listen up. Don't get distracted. She says, just watching the policies of what's happening in our world today unfold one by one, I just started drawing up very different conclusions and found out that I was clueless. And most people are today. But now I'm awake and looking for what it is. And I cannot believe that he had my support. It's lie after lie after lie. And I'm saying this to you, DJ, because I know you're in here listening. Others in Leaving MAGA community have been vocal about the extremes they went to while supporting Trump, from embracing Christian nationalism to believing conspiracies, losing friends and marriages, and committing crimes in Trump's name. Think about this. Let me say this once again. This is what people were doing in support of Donald Trump. What were they doing? Embracing Christian nationalism, believing in conspiracies, losing friends and marriages, and even committing crimes. If you are anyone out there that supports Donald Trump and you're doing any of these things, this is a wake-up call. It should be, because that means you're really knee-deep in this stuff. Ron said there are some people in deep red MAGA, and that you're never going to convince that Trump is not who they think he is. He thinks more people are turning away from MAGA quietly. Quote, I believe that the more we share, the more fringe MAGA are dropping off. As you see in the polls that they keep taking, that Trump is dropping lower and lower and almost daily. Thank you, Uncle Rocker. So the only way that could happen is that his base is leaving him, which means MAGA is moving. They should have wrote losing. Ron said this is the positive side of this story, and it's probably because of shows like this, and honestly, all of you who are in the audience, because even though you're in the audience, I don't think the work you do stops on this show. I know a lot of you are actively standing up against this administration in the spaces you are, but listen to what Ron says. Ron said, he now votes for Democrats, and Christie said she considers herself an independent but has voted for Democrats 3 times now, something she, quote, never thought in her entire life would happen. She says, the road we're headed down now, if we do not turn this truck around, we're so close to going off the edge of this cliff, and we need to stick together. We need to put our country back together. It might take decades, but don't give up. We need to be vocal, stay strong, and follow our laws and Constitution, and hold strong with our values, not the values that the MAGA claims that we have been, but the values that we have had over the past 250 years from the country, from the founding of the country until Joe Biden's era. All right, so we're going to go ahead and say, at least he knows, at least I'm thinking he knows, that Joe Biden was not a part of this nonsense. Wow. W. Kamira. Woo. Thank you. Wow. Wow. Thank you. That's a Zeus moment on the show, right? That means, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, it might not seem like we're making progress, but if we can get these people that are on the outer edges, on the fringes of MAGA to just start dropping like flies and voting for the Democrats, you know what? I'll take it. And again, thank you, Kabira. Now, so that was I Was Dumb as a Rock. So I want to show you a video of what, if I can be frank, dumb as a rock looks like. Someone sent me this video, 2018. This is from 2018. This is back when a lot of you were getting radicalized. Do you all want to see, honestly, what a fully radicalized Trump supporter looked like back in the day? Whoever sent me this video, shame on you. Shame on you, because I couldn't help but watch this, and I said, wow. Brain is gone. Brain has to be gone. All right, here we go. Here we go. Listen to these two. They made a song for their daddy. please, if you find yourself doing this, just stop. All right. I can't even get it going.
President Trump is a mighty man, running this country the best that he can. The media swarms and the networks lie, but he doesn't flinch, he's a fearless guy. Get out the way, old man Schumer, get out the way. Stubborn Nancy, get out the way. All you haters, Trump's on a roll and it's gonna get greater.
Why y'all laughing out there? No. This is real, Natalie. Why are y'all laughing out there? Y'all don't believe two women like this could get on camera and totally just get down?
Trump is a mighty man, draining the swamp as fast as he can. Let's round them up, one by one. Save our country, get her done. Get out the way, old man Schumer, get out the way. Stubborn Nancy, get out the way. All you haters, Trump's on a roll and it's gonna get greater. President Trump is a mighty man. Maybe you're not his greatest fan, but the economy's strong and the stocks are up. Never have we seen those numbers jump. Get out the way, old man Schumer, get out the way. Stubborn Nancy, get out the way. All you haters, Trump's on a roll and it's gonna get greater.
These people, honestly, who has TDS, right? Is it the Democrats that got TDS or is this TDS? Let's just be honest. Is this TDS right here? Just to say, is this TDS right here? This is Trump devotion syndrome right here, right? This Trump dedicated syndrome. I mean, this needs to be studied.
Fail and the evil will fail. All you wranglers better beware. Cause the captain's at the helm and he's getting it done. You're doomed to fail and the good has won. Ooh. Get out the way, old man Schumer, get out the way. Stubborn Nancy, get out the way. All you haters, Trump's on a roll and it's gonna get greater. Trump's on a roll and it's gonna get greater. Unite and make America great again.
Wow, I'm surprised that their teeth didn't fall out. I mean, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, when you see stuff like this going on, I'm embarrassed. I'm really embarrassed because they could have done so many things to help children, right? They could have done so many things to help children with their time, but they literally wrote rhymes to a banjo. It sounded like it was a banjo playing. Got their teeth, really fixed pretty in their mouth. They even tried to do their hair, and then they put that red hat on, and the devil just basically took over. These people are going into voting booths, ladies and gentlemen, and ruining America. You can't make this stuff up. That's when you see stuff like this, you got to go, yeah, you need to get professional help. You need to go see a doctor. You really do need to go see a doctor. And speaking of seeing a doctor, Kabira, I think you shared this with me, but others did too. And I didn't bring it up on my show, but I said it's definitely something we need to talk about. So Donald Trump went to Walter Reed, and we're going to talk about what happened there, all right? And many of you know who this creator is. He does a great job breaking down Donald Trump's dementia, all right? And so we're going to get this on the record, all right, and judge it, because this is what I mean.
The president randomly wandered around inspecting the columns outside of the White House because he has dementia, and he's trying to soothe his subconscious anxiety and depression about not being alive much longer.
So he has medical problems.
I'm a physical therapist with a doctorate in my field and 14 years experience working in home health care, treating geriatric patients with dementia who wander and find some sort of coping mechanism to deal with the fact that they know something's wrong, but they cannot remember what. First things first, he might have just been taking a shit in his pants.
Speaking of that, yeah. Where's that footage at? Many of you may have seen this footage circulating all over the internet. Is this Donald Trump passing gas? Let's get this on the record. Jesus Christ. Damn. Ooh. Nah. Absolutely. Woo. 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 Oh, Lord have mercy. You know, when you have a president doing stuff like that, ladies and gentlemen, instantly impeached. What he did to that diaper. How many people do you think he took out when he did that? I mean, what he did in that diaper, it has to be a war crime. It really should be. Crimes against humanity. Take them. Crimes against humanity.
Know that he is incontinent of bowel. This has been documented extensively by Noel Casler, who worked with the president on the Apprentice TV show and to this day has never been sued. Because it's probably fucking true. If this is wandering because of a dementia condition, he's going to do this because he's trying to cope with or soothe anxiety or depression by returning to a familiar activity from years ago, where he felt in control or powerful. He's reverting to an older version of himself who was really good at faking like he actually knew a goddamn thing about architecture or buildings or construction. Wow. And the sycophants around him would say, "Yes, sir, I think you're right about that." Also, who the fuck is this? Is she a fucking structural engineer? This woman is dressed like a home health aide. Look at the shoes. The casual pants with the brown trench coat covering everything. I don't know who this is, but she is giving, "I'm here to keep the president from doing weird shit," or to redirect his attention when he does dementia things. If they have to have personnel on site to keep him from wandering out onto the White House roof, for example, we're just not that far from him wandering off and doing some shit that will stop the world in its tracks. And everyone will unite and say, he's got dementia, get rid of his ass right now. Happy Thursday. At this point, he's on 5 weeks of borrowed time. Who did he borrow the time from? Hans Gruber. When he should have aspirated on a Big Mac, developed pneumonia, never recovered, been impeached, or they should have finished the process of invoking the 25th Amendment. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Boom. So what we have, ladies and gentlemen, honestly, did you hear? It's the dementia, and it's the diaper stuff that's going on. How could anyone out there, honestly, say that this is the person that we want to represent the United States? Hey, get a grip. Don't you understand that the fact you're saying that you don't care confirms what we all know, which is you're knee deep into this red cult? We already have had people who've gone deeper into the cult than you have coming back out and telling us, yes, I was literally doing what Get a Grip does, which is why it's important. Honestly, you should listen to what we're saying to you. Is it really the image of the United States that you want people to see? The president of the United States wandering around, passing gas for like 2 minutes straight? How do you have that much gas in the tank? I'm talking about in your behind. How do you have that much gas? And you just breaking it up, playing it like it's an orchestra or something. You didn't turn your booty cheeks into an instrument to be played in an orchestra. And how could these people be standing there next to the president? Even if I were Secret Service, I'd say this is a matter of national security. We don't need to send soldiers to Iran. Just send this guy. Send him and that diaper. I promise you, Iran will surrender. They'll sit there and say, "Oh no, please, anything but that." If you were really serious, but you're not really serious about that. And so again, I don't even know how people even come to to me, you shouldn't even bring up Joe Biden in light of every single thing we got going on, right? And that's a huge W, Zeus. He didn't turn his booty cheeks into an instrument, and he just plays it however he wants to. And anybody around him, you just got to smell it. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Honestly, how many of you out there that support Donald Trump, how many of you would sit there and let him fart like that around you, and you just go, yeah, it's not too bad, to be honest with you. Yeah, it smells real good. How many of you would do that? Because I would talk to you. Get a grip. No, get a grip. I know you would, right? No. Let's give Get a Grip a chance. I just want to know how nasty he is. No. Get a grip. I don't see him. Get a Poetivity. None of us, but no. I just want y'all think Get a Grip would? All right. Okay. Hey, Get a Grip. You're that guy. So on this show, we will forever deem Get a Grip and anybody, honestly, that still supports Donald Trump. We're just going to say, okay, you're okay sniffing that diaper. You're okay letting him play that instrument on your face the way he does. You know what that instrument is. It's his booty cheeks. W Zoo. Red Lady Red. Yeah, Get a Grip. No, Get a Grip. You get what you vote for, all right? And so then condemn it then. Condemn it then right now, Get a Grip. Condemn it. Condemn Donald Trump right now. Because if you really had to, he's paying you whatever thousands of dollars. You've never seen money like this in your life. And he starts passing gas like that, Get a Grip. You gonna sit there and go, and you gonna go, it wasn't that bad. You go, it wasn't that bad. And you're just gonna say, you know what? Y'all making this seem like it's really bad. It's really not that bad. And you're gonna start trying to invite people over and hang out with you and stuff. I mean, Get a Grip, knock it off. W Zeus. I love you too. I would get fired. I'd say, you know what? Now you just disrespected me. I'd do it. I'll tell you what to do. Nope. Now you're just getting disrespectful. I'm out of here. Case closed. And then, we would have no ties. I would have no ties. And I'd run out and tell everybody what that. I say, he tried to literally wipe me off the face of the earth with his diaper. It ain't happening. All right. So that's a huge W. What else did I? What else do I have? Did I have anything else, ladies? Oh yeah. I got to talk about this. I got to. So there's a black pastor out there. And y'all know me. I hate it when we got to get racial and we got to start talking about racism, and then you got to start talking about religion at the same time. But this is honestly one of those moments. And all I'm going to say, this is a pastor, and I'm not even going to dignify him by referring to him as a pastor. I'm going to say this is a black person who somehow found themselves inside of a building and decided that it was a good idea to weaponize religion and race. All right.
I'm tired of the Democrat Party.
So we're going to get this on the record, because all of these shows, all of these clips that I am playing at the end of the show, yes, I will be sending every single one of these heathens, so to speak. I will be sending them straight to hell, guaranteed. But we're going to talk about this so-called brother who decided he was going to worship Donald Trump in the worst way possible. All right, here we go.
Making bitches out of.
Hold on.
I'm tired of the Democrat Party making bitches out of our women and pussies out of our men.
Ooh.
I'm tired of it. I've had enough of it. I've had enough of it. The man needs to stand up and be a man. Stand up and take back our community. Stand up and tell the truth. And Al Sharpton need to go. He need to be off television tomorrow. He needs to go. You look at the children that are suffering, ain't got no daddy, and watching mama and some nigga she dragged in off the street having sex, because all they got is that one room. And the daughter's watching, a 3-year-old daughter's watching sex going on. It needs to stop!
Now, all I'm going to say is what needs to stop is this kind of wickedness. I don't understand, honestly. I do understand, ladies and gentlemen, how some folks out there, hold on, where is the, Jesus Christ, hold on. I do not personally understand how some folks continue to be bamboozled and misled when it comes to the things of God. I really don't. How do you allow yourselves, what the heck is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hold on. We are having some. Oh, look at that! That demon that actually messed up my TikTok situation. Lord have mercy. Yeah. How do we continue to have black people running around here, literally allowing the devil to use them and to manipulate them the way that we have? This is truly, in my opinion, one of the greatest sins in America. And this is where we get, to me, this is exactly what it is. This is how we get these black Republicans out here. They listen to people like that and they allow themselves to be misled. And all I can say is if you have a person in a building operating as though they are a pastor and they're using such disgusting and vile language like that, they are not of God. Run for the hills, because trust me, they are leading you down a dark and dangerous path. The Democrat Party isn't doing such a thing. A lot of the things that you are enjoying in your life right now, I would encourage every single one of you that are Republicans to look into which of these things you're enjoying right now actually would be possible as a result of the Democrats. All right? Because it would shock you. I would tell you, but you're going to say, oh, no, Zeus, you're just spewing more propaganda. No, I'm not. I'm trying to educate you, W. Zeus. What in the world is going on? Oh, yeah, my machine is tripping. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is now, look at the time. Yeah, it's time to open up the boxes. And honestly, hear from those of you who are brave enough to get in the box and tell the truth. All right? And you know the rules. I'm back, yeah. Yeah, something's really happening. At a certain point, I think I end up overloading the app and the algorithm, and next thing you know, it starts lagging. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see. Where did I find that video? Some of you said, who is the pastor? I don't know who that pastor is. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who that pastor is, but we'll look it up, all right? We'll look it up. All right, send a guest request. It doesn't matter. MAGA demon. All right, let's open up the boxes and hear from those of you who are brave enough to get in the box and tell the truth. All right, who do we got first? Good morning, Nutty. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Kingdom. So, a few years ago, back when Barack Obama was running for president, do you remember his pastor at the time, Reverend Jeremiah Wright from Chicago?
Correct, yeah.
And do you remember in one of his sermons on a Sunday morning, he was speaking about the song God Bless America? And he talked about all of the atrocities that this nation has put into the world against different countries, against different people. He said, God is not blessing America. God is damning America. Do you all remember the controversy that led Barack Obama to force him to come out and denounce what was said? All these many years later, I look back, Zeus, because I was one of those ignorant people that was pissed off at Jeremiah Wright.
Really?
Because of context. I took the context and I ran with it because I heard a narrative. But then I woke up, Zeus.
Yeah.
I woke up and I put everything that I had learned in college. I put my education to work for me, and I started being a critical thinker for myself. And then I went back and I listened to that same sermon in its entirety. Y'all, it's still on the internet. You can still YouTube it.
Brown Eye, why are you always getting upset when Nutty gets up here? Sorry.
I listened to it in its entirety.
Yeah.
And everything that the man preached about that Sunday morning was 100% accurate. God is not blessing this nation.
Speak on it.
He is not blessing this nation. This nation is damned. And it all goes back to the evil that this nation continues to put all over the world. Not just here in these United States of America, but across the globe.
Speak on it.
It then goes back to our original sin. Yes, this is really going to piss Brown Eyed Girl off. It goes back to the original sin of chaining black people and making them work for free.
Thank you, Nutty. Nutty, let me go ahead and bless you with it. Go
It
ahead.
all
Let me.
goes back
I
to
gotta
that.
riz you up when you start saying it like that, Nutty, because I do not want any of these Trump voters out there to ever think we're gonna let them get away with that. Never.
That is the original sin of the United States. And until this nation repents, see, we need more than just an apology.
Thank you. Thank you.
We need more than just an apology, because an apology don't mean a darn thing. We need repentance. We need atonement. We need reparations.
Thank you.
For all the hundreds of years of slavery that we put our ancestors through. And
Yep.
I'm saying we because we're part of the system.
Thank you, Nutty. Thank you for telling the truth. It bothers me when especially when I hear about Blaga, and I say they don't even realize that in the areas they are in the country, there used to be lynchings. You know that, right, Nutty?
There still is.
Yeah, but it used to be a lot more prevalent and
Well,
legal,
yeah.
a lot more legal in those areas they're in right now. And then to
It was
have
more
them,
pronounced.
yeah,
Correct.
literally. And I'm going, what on earth has gotten into all of you when you're still wanting to support the people you know were oppressing you?
Zeus, that triggered me when you just played that so-called pastor.
Mm-hmm.
That triggered me because you all, I've said it time and time again, especially when it comes to I'm going to be very civil today. I'm going to be civil.
Thank you.
I'm going to be civil, and I'm going to call him Brother Dame.
Thank you.
Because I have many words for Dame, and then brother's not one of them.
And in all fairness, Dame isn't here. So what we're doing is we're speaking to the spirit he had. Let's just speak to the spirit.
So I'm going to be civil to Brother Dame. This is why I'm always on his head and his neck about being a detriment to our community, because of it's rhetoric like that. They don't realize, or maybe they do, that they're espousing supremacy. Because everything that so-called pastor said is what white supremacist says on a daily basis about black folks.
Amen, amen, amen.
In this nation.
Yeah.
They put a label on black people, especially black men.
Mm-hmm.
So when he used the word, they call our women bitches. No, he was calling our women bitches. Including, I'm assuming that was his wife standing next to him. So, woman, he just called you a bitch. And then for you to stand there with your head down, and I'm hearing people in the audience saying, hallelujah. Y'all need to worry about who y'all saying hallelujah and amen to.
Preach, Nutty.
Because many are called, but few are chosen.
Amen. Speak on it.
We can no longer stand by. I don't care if it's white folks, black folks. I don't care whom it is.
Yeah.
We have to call this stuff out dead on its face.
Yep.
It is not the Democratic Party that's causing all of this, because it's the party of quote unquote righteousness. It's the one that's out there doing the pedophilia. It's the party of righteousness, quote unquote, that's being caught having sexual relations with his dog. It is the party of righteousness that is absolutely going after people of color and trying to get them not to vote with all these laws. It is the party of righteousness that continuously attack trans, LGBTQIA, instead of doing what the Bible says, and that is to love.
Amen. Go ahead.
To show them the love of God. You speaking out and calling them all sorts of names except a child of God, it's not bringing them any closer to God.
Sure ain't.
It's pushing them further away from God.
Amen.
We got to call it out.
He right. Thank you, Nutty. Thank you, ladies. Go ahead. No. Because honestly, when you do what you do, which is you've been doing it for a long time, I'm just now honestly catching up to you. Keep bringing up the fact that, the struggles that black people have gone through in this country, and you do it the way that you do it. You sit there and you have to. I get where you're angry with Blaga in particular. I really do get it a lot more. And it really pains me to know that our ancestors, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Du Bois, I really do believe they would literally be turning in their graves if they seen what Blagger was doing. You know what I'm saying? Because they fought so that they could have the ability to be in the positions that they're currently in, and to see them squandering it away in the name of what it just blows my mind. So I want to say thank you, Nutty, again for staying on it, all right, and reminding these folks. We'll talk about treason.
You talked about one of our heroes. So let's talk about Harriet Tubman for a second. She was known to carry a side piece. She was known to carry steel on her. And throughout history, we've learned that steel that she carried around with her, that piece of iron, it wasn't for the slave masters. It wasn't for the bounty hunters, but it was for the black folks who was lost in the sauce, who continuously was like, Massa, they over here, Massa. Thinking that Massa was going to say, good boy, Jim Boy, that he was going to bring them into the house when she was trying to set them free. It is that thinking that kept us in chains. It was that thinking that still has some of us in chains today. We got to break the chain. Amen. We got to break the curse.
Amen. Amen. Go ahead, Nutty.
This is a curse on our people.
He's right.
It is a curse. And I don't want to see any of my brothers or my sisters out there in chains. None of us.
Thank you.
But when we constantly tell people like Dane, trying to appeal to his emotion, we try to appeal to him. He doesn't listen. And listen, Q, you keep praying for him, whatever. God bless you. But I cannot just sit here and just constantly listen to someone who's harming my community that looks like me.
Yeah.
That's why we say not all skin folk is what?
Kinfolk. Thank you.
All right. Just because you look like me, you are not my brother.
Amen.
Last note, and I'm out of here.
All right. You cooked and booked. All right.
I want to just very quickly.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the weaponization of this government.
Okay.
Don Lemon, I listened to his show a lot. Mm-hmm. And he talked about, he quoted it as the process is part of the punishment. He was talking about his own case after being arrested and how the DOJ, now that the DOJ has been ruled against several times in his case already, how the DOJ has asked the courts for continuance after continuance after continuance. He's calling that the process is part of the punishment because he knows that as long as he keeps you, as long as they keep you tied up in court. See, not everyone has the type of money Don Lemons has. Mm-hmm. So he has the money to be able to fight this. But everyday normal people don't have the money to continuously paying for attorneys, paying court costs. So the process is part of the punishment. It's not even about the supposed crime.
No, it's the intimidation.
Because the supposed crime, they can prove that there was no crime. Mm-hmm. Because guess what? It's on video.
Yeah.
They can prove that there was no crime. But the process of continuing keeping this in court.
Yeah.
And paying fee after fee. See, they picked the wrong one because Don Lemon has the money. Not only does he have the money, he has the platform to raise the money.
Yeah.
That's something 99.9% of us do not have.
Correct. Yeah.
So when we sit here and listen to all these people talking about the weaponization of government and how Joe Biden did it, tell me one person who Joe Biden weaponized the government against. Because this little slush fund that Trump has set up, every single person in the United States of America should stand in line and apply for this slush fund. Because the government was weaponized when they told us that this stuff happened, when they released criminals to our streets. That's weaponizing. That's putting ourselves in danger. You put the American people in danger by pardoning 1,600 people that tried to overthrow the government.
Yep. No lies detected.
I'm ending there.
Thank you, Nutty.
I got a lot more to say, but I know I don't have the time.
So do good, seek justice, and y'all have a great day.
Fair enough. Ladies and gentlemen, my brother Nutty, let's go ahead and give him a round of applause. Didn't he bring it when he said he was going to bring it? The judge did block it temporarily. I saw the alert for the slush fund. I don't know the details. I don't know the exact reason, but I did see the alert. So that is somewhat of progress. But again, we shouldn't even be in this situation. And then what else did I just see an alert about? All right. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I can read this real quick, and then we'll bring up the next amazing panelist. This is what he just said 2 minutes ago about the nuclear deal. Iran must agree that they will never have a nuclear weapon or bomb. The Hormuz Strait must be immediately opened. No tolls for unrestricted shipping traffic in both directions. All water mines, bombs, if any, will be terminated. We have removed through detonation numerous such mines with our great underwater mine sweepers, blah, 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 blah. Heading home. Ships caught in the strait due to our amazing, unprecedented naval blockade, which will now be lifted, may start the process of heading home. Say hello to your wives, husbands, parents, and families from me, your favorite president. The enriched material, sometimes referred to as nuclear dust, which is buried deep underground, with virtually collapsed mountains caused by our powerful B-2 bombers attack 11 months ago. Sitting on top of it will be unearthed by the United States, which it's agreed to. Only country along with China with the mechanical capability of doing so in close coordination with conjunction with Iran plus International Atomic Agency, and destroyed. No money will be exchanged until further notice. Other items of far less importance have been agreed to. I will be meeting now in the Situation Room to make the final determination. Thank you for your attention, blah, blah, blah. Wow. Again, I look at that and I say, I'll believe it when I see it. As far as I'm concerned, it's just more and more market manipulation. All right, let's go ahead and bring up another amazing guest, ladies and gentlemen. Angus. There's no deal. Hey, Takesha, how are you?
Here we go with the market manipulation.
Yeah.
That's all that is. Iran is not even talking to Trump. Trump stop. But anyway, because I'm so sick of him with those lies. Then Monday morning to come and everything will be totally different. Iran is not finna surrender to Donald Trump so he can just take that toupee and put it back on his side draw and sit down somewhere, please. You get on my nerves.
Get him, Takesha. Get him.
But Zeus, let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
God's blessings adds no sorrow. I'm going to say that one more time.
July. Thank you. Wow, look at that, Takesha. God's blessing you. Look at that.
Wow, thank you.
July got a lot of love.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, risen
Thank
up the
you.
line. Wow.
The blessings of the Lord add no sorrow. When people say that the Lord put Trump in to bless America, Zeus, you know, God's will, when you don't want God's will, he'll let you have your own. They wanted Trump, so he stepped out the way and gave it to them. But look at all the sorrow that came with what they wanted, Zeus. There is nothing joyful about Trump. There is nothing peaceful about Trump. There is no prosperity under Trump except for him and his folks. There's nothing good happening for the people that beg for this man.
Nothing.
The blessings of God adds no sorrow. That's how you know this was not a blessing from the Lord.
Go ahead, preach it. Go ahead. W's in the chat for Angela. Go ahead, Takesha.
Dude, I listen to these people and they talk about how they wanted Trump to save America and how the only person that could do it was Donald Trump. And that's where they messed up at. But the Republican Party, let me say this, who pretend to be such great Christians, but you know, they don't do nothing the words say.
Nothing.
They want to go against LGBTQ people. They want to go against people of other minorities, you know, the people that come over the border. They want to be against all these people, Zeus. Hold on for a second.
W Tara. By the way, shout out honestly to all the gifters. I see them. I see you all. I don't say it sometimes because I'll lose my concentration. But seriously, you're doing an outstanding job rizzing up the live. And if you are a Trump supporter out there, listen, Hey, W July love. Wow. If you're a Trump supporter out there, honestly, send us a guest request. All right, because as much as this show is about Donald Trump, it's engineered to honestly help you get out of the fog. But you can't just come up here and just start yelling at us. That's not going to work. All right, you back to Keisha?
I'm back.
Okay.
They want to find scriptures
Thank you.
to point out other folks saying Zeus, but when it comes to they sin, they skip all over that page. They want to say that only Republicans are Christian and Democrats don't believe in God, don't love God. But if you go through the book, the Democrats are the only ones who are actually doing some of the things that the Bible told us to do.
Let's go, Zena. Go ahead. Tell them, Keisha.
But the Republicans aren't.
Yeah.
When did the Bible say that the rich supposed to get everything for themselves and let the poor suffer?
Never said it.
When did it say take from the poor and give to the rich? When did it say that, Zeus?
Yeah.
When did it say be great to go over there to another country and do them just as bad? Y'all keep hollering, God bless America. No, he's not. I told y'all months ago, we're going to be punished because America is too prideful.
Yep.
We're selfish.
Yep.
We think we're better than everybody else. And we all about self and money. Those things do not you could take in God we trust off that money because ain't nobody over here trusting God with their money.
Can't serve God and mammon. Doesn't the Bible
You
say that?
You cannot serve God and mammon at the same time.
Thank
you can't
coolest
do it.
breeze. Thank you.
You cannot do it, dude.
Yeah. And this is a
and
lesson.
I want y'all, I guess what got me so heated this morning is they always trying to say the Democrats are the party that don't love God, don't do nothing God said. But the Republicans love him, but they ain't doing nothing he told them to do.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the last thing I'm gonna say is this, Zeus. When Jesus walked this earth, he didn't hang with the Pharisees, who were supposed to be the people that really obeyed and kept the law, who knew God. He was around the sinners. And you know why?
Why?
Because the sinners were better than the ones who claimed to know him.
Amen. He didn't come to save that which were healed. He came to save those who were sick. Right?
He came to save the lost.
Thank you, Lisa. And so we literally are watching this play out.
He didn't tell them to go get a golden cow for him to ride on.
No.
He didn't tell them to go find the best donkey. He ain't tell them to pull up in a limousine. He borrowed the tomb that he was buried in. He had to borrow the cross he hung on. So that means he ain't come here for no rich folk.
Amen.
He didn't come here to make
Preach
you rich.
that.
When he said life more abundantly, that don't mean money.
Go ahead, Kiki.
That means eternal life.
Amen. Amen. Go ahead, Kiki. You hitting it today. You hitting that nugget this morning.
I'm sick of these folks. Just because somebody got money, that don't mean God gave it to them. Be careful where your blessings come from. Because if you're doing what the devil wants you to do, he'll give you everything you want.
Oh,
Donald Trump.
Oh, didn't the devil try to tempt Jesus? Remember that?
Up on the mountain.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, so you should be
I
careful.
give you all this. How you gonna give me what I already own, say?
Amen. And that's a lesson for. Go ahead, Takesha. And that goes out. That's a lesson for all of you out there that are supporting Donald Trump and bragging about all this money you're making. You better wake up, Takesha. You right. Wow.
Baby, listen, that money gonna burn when you burn.
Amen.
That Bible says that it's harder for a rich man to enter into the kingdom than a camel to go through the eye of a needle. A camel can go through the eye of a needle before a rich man make it into heaven. Because he don't want to bow down and give up his stuff.
Mm-hmm. Amen. Amen, Takesha.
I'm going to leave it at that, boo.
Hey, he who has ears, he or she who has ears to hear, let him hear. All right, and we're going to leave it at that because
thank y'all for the gift.
Thank you, Ange. Look at that, Ange. Well, thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
Hey, I'm starting to think that they like you more than they like me, Takesha. I'm going to have to talk to you in the back room.
Listen, they absolutely love you. They just like Kiki.
Let
them like Kiki.
I'm just
kidding.
Kidding.
Kiki want to go to Walmart. Let them like Kiki.
Hey, Hey, you know what I say? If y'all don't hit Takesha's Cash App, then something's wrong with you. That's what I say. You don't even say it anymore. You don't even say it anymore.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't say it, Zeus. I really don't want people to think I get up here to get my Cash App hit.
Oh.
So what I do, Zeus, is I pray for my needs and the Lord sends somebody to bless me.
Amen.
I don't want nobody to think I be on this app trying to trick nobody out of nothing. If the Lord see fit to put it on your heart to bless, bless. If he don't.
You know what I say?
And I leave it at that.
You know what? You took a page out of Big Zeus's book. You're exercising humility, but you know what I thought about it? Because I don't want to be labeled a grifter either, right? And people do that. But what I did say is I do believe in supporting businesses, right? And I think the community that we have, I look at every person that gets in the box. Honestly, if you get on this app and you're brave enough to engage people, I think you're going into business. And so I say, I don't mind supporting a business. I don't look at it like a person is grifting. You get on here and you share who you are, your experiences with all of us. And you know what? It makes somebody feel good hearing it. Then I don't mind supporting your business. All right. And so Takesha, I just wanted to say, I support your business. And especially because it's black business. All right. You know, it's hard for a black person to get a loan these days. So, you know, I got to support black businesses and actually all businesses, really, especially women owned businesses. If we can support them and you have the means to do it, do it. Because I do believe give as you expect to get. And I've always said, you know, before TikTok, obviously I was alive, right? Before TikTok, I was alive. Obviously I had enough going on up here. The good Lord blessed me to take care of myself. So it's never really been about the money. It's just been about, honestly, having a positive impact and using the talents God's given us. So don't feel humble. If you need to say you can say hit the Cash App, all right?
You give a word or give a laugh.
Yeah.
You know, if y'all want to, I do have Cash App and my Venmo in my bio. I mean, PayPal and all that.
Yeah.
But like I said, if the Lord move you to move. If he don't.
Thank you.
Don't be disobedient. If he said don't do that, don't you
Don't
do
you
that.
give up your bill money.
Give, if he say give, be a cheerful giver.
Amen.
Come back to you tenfold.
Yeah, because you're not a grifter at all, Takesha. Trust me.
I'm definitely
you want to know who the biggest grifter is? Look no further than the White House. I mean,
I know that's
right.
a real. Got that office looking like Mr. T. Leo there. It looks ridiculous. All that doing gold around there.
Fake gold.
It just looks something. It look like a flea market, Zeus. And then now the lawn looking like somebody out there. You talking about a fair?
Yeah.
What kind of foolishness is that, Zeus?
Thank you. Exactly.
I'm just embarrassed.
Hit him with it, Takesha. Yeah, we support businesses. If you got a business in the chat, please put your business in the chat, all right? Because that's important too. People need to know what all of us do, if you know, because it is political what we talk about, but at the end of the day, it's definitely about building a community as well. So thank you, Takesha. Sometimes we get off topic a little bit, but all right. And I got a Cash App.
Thank y'all.
All right, thank you.
Y'all have a great, fantastic, and awesome day.
All right, W's in the chat. I got a Cash App. Wow. We got it from Angelina. Thank you. $10. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for
so
all
much.
you do. And then Poetivity said she's a cheerful giver. Wow. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, you see.
All right, Zeus.
Thank you, Takesha. All right. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see, and believe you me, ladies and gentlemen, if I get an opportunity to go and support, I do it. Do we have anybody else out there that is a Trump supporter that wants to come on up here and speak to the American people real quick? All right. I see we got some others up there. I'm going to try to bring up a new person if this is a new person. David, how can I help you? Hi. Hey, David. David. All right. David, you know the rules, David, but you know what? I'm not even going to do it. We've been blessed mightily on this show, but you know the rules, David, and it sounded honestly like you were sleeping. And now I'm going to change my perspective a little bit on it, because if you were sleeping, David, then yeah, mods, 45 galaxies, 45.
Morning, brother. How are you?
Hello, Bounce. How are you doing, sis?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm just enjoying your show.
You are good.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
And Takesha is amazing. And
she is. She definitely knows how to do what she does. I give her that.
Yes, and so we come over from Straight Facts Live
Shout
over
out to
here to
Straight Facts.
support
Where's my
you.
sister at? Where's Straight Facts? I hope she's
she's she's probably working.
okay. We'll get her one of
Yeah,
these days.
yeah, but she'll probably be there soon. But I want to tell you something.
Okay.
I gotta say this about these blackers.
Mm-hmm.
They might have black faces, but they got white tongues. You know that, right?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
speak on it.
See, those white tongues speak for the white man. They
Mm.
don't speak for us. And those white tongues are dangerous to our communities.
Wow.
They are very dangerous to
Mhm.
our communities.
Thank you.
And if we allow them, it's like an infection, like they got a yeast infection on their tongue.
How you get a woo? They must have been doing something with that tongue, if you know what I'm saying, Bounce.
Yeah, well, that's what you do when you love the white man over your own people.
They're
So I
they're
say
disillusioned, Bounce.
yes.
They're disillusioned, and I'm starting to wonder what really is happening in the mindset of these folks. And what do you think it is? What do you think
Well,
contributes to low self-esteem in the black community, especially among, because we don't want to mention any artist name,
no, we're not going to
but
mention
it's an
any
issue.
names,
It's an
but
issue.
it's an issue. It's just like with our black entertainers,
Mm,
just like Kevin Hart. That was an embarrassment,
mm.
a true embarrassment. And for him to sit there and justify that they talked about his mother and his father, but you didn't have a problem with them speaking on a man that we all watched pass away.
Okay, Takesha said, "What did Kevin Hart do?" I can't play it because then they'll flag it as
Yeah, they'll flag it. You have to go
I have to
look
get
at it.
permission. But
Yeah.
do you want to summarize what Kevin Hart said and did?
Well, he brought him, and the people looked at him like he was crazy. The only person that read him the riot act, well, maybe it was two people, was
Mhm.
Cat Williams, and he didn't even understand what Cat. I don't even
It
think.
was a
I think it
George
went over
Floyd
his head.
He was roasting
Yeah, it was a
Tony
George
Hinchcliffe,
Floyd. Yeah.
roasting George Floyd, and the joke obviously was racist, and so. But to your
Yes. And
point,
so, to my point, that's what Black MAGA does. They degrade, they degrade women, they degrade anything that has to do with whatever the white man has to say. And at this point in time, where we are right now, it's dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. And we have to protect our mental, we have to protect our health because we don't have good health care. So if we allow this man that, and I have to say to you, my brother, happy people, normal people pass gas. Trump farts. It's a demonic fart.
W's in the chat. Leah,
That's what that is.
did you hear the way that instrument was? The way he had the wind passing through the instrument, his booty cheeks. Did you hear how he had that going? Wasn't that impressive? To be honest with you,
Then
if
he
it wasn't
had,
so disgusting, you would have to admire, like, man, the way you can toot it like that. Guinness Book of World Record stuff. And could you imagine, Bounce, you're working as the Secret Service and you were around him and he did something like that? What would you do?
well, all that stuff was running down his leg, and then they made him get in the car and sit in it. That was the worst part.
Think about that. Now get in the car
You
with
think
your
about it.
dirty self, with your boo-boo self. Get in the car and sit in that
Mhm.
diaper.
And that's horrible. And that's what we have representing us. I think it's sad. I think it's really, really sad. So
It's
I
sad
just
and
say,
disgusting. You got to add the
and disgusting.
disgusting.
Yes. Disgusting.
I would get a
And then
whooping back in the day if I would have did something like that. I would have gotten a
ooh,
whooping.
me too. You could not poop in,
Yeah.
pass gas in public.
No.
It was just the worst thing. I
Yeah.
mean, my mother is ill. Well, she's not ill, but she's of age.
Yeah.
My mama don't even do that.
You got a grown man running around, walking and talking, able to feed himself, can't control his behind.
Can't control that behind. And then, you know, the young man that unalived his sister on the boat, on the cruise
Oh,
ship.
yeah. I
You
vaguely
know, he
remember.
went in front of the judge, right?
Mm-hmm.
They allowed him to be free.
They don't
To
care.
be free.
Wow.
Now, if it was one of us,
Mm-hmm. Oh, you ain't getting free.
you ain't getting free.
No.
Mm-mm. And they
You're a
said
dangerous person.
they're a dangerous person. So I just say, brother, you keep on with this wonderful platform. I love the fact that you, my sister, Straight Facts, everybody comes here and they bring facts. And then you have the people that, I'm not going to say any names, but they know who they are.
Yeah.
You have those people that come in and try to destroy what you're doing. And what people like Straight does, you do, T does, they bring facts and they get upset. Oh my God, they get so upset about it.
Yeah.
They want to cry, they want to report, they want a mass report.
Don't do that.
Just don't scroll out. That's
Yeah.
all you gotta do is scroll out.
Chick rocks.
If you don't want to be here, scroll out.
Thank you. Tell him. Thank you.
Yeah. And to my brother Nutty, I do love you very much. I do.
Verified Zeus. Thank you, Heaven. Thank you.
Yes, and you are verified, brother. I think it was your beautiful white teeth that got you verified, you know.
Thank you, man. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. You know, it's
Yeah.
hard being the Rizzler. But when you're dedicated and elevated, so to speak, then you can do a lot of things to be great like me, if you know what I'm saying. W's in the chat for my sister.
Oh yeah, and y'all hit his cash app, hit Straight Facts cash app, hit Takesha cash app. I ain't got no cash app, so you ain't got to worry about me.
Fair
But
enough.
I think you all, everybody deserves it. When you put on these platforms, they don't understand what goes into these lives and how you guys have to do so much work once we get off of here.
Yeah.
And so I just think for you, it's been amazing, this journey that I'm having with you and the journey that I have with my sister. Straight. It's because when I came on here, I was attacked, and I ain't gonna tell you about who. Talked about my mama like a dog.
Yeah.
Said my mama had different daddies, and we were on food assistance, EBT, and all this stuff. My mama owned her house at 31 years old.
Yeah, they call you everything but a child of God out here, don't they? But
Everything
we
but a
stay
child of God.
we stay honest, and we stay the course, and we understand that, you know what the devil meant for evil, God could turn it to good, if you know what I'm saying. All right.
And that's exactly what he did. And I want to thank you again, brother.
You too.
I want to thank all of you who bring the real truth to everything that you say and everything that you do. And I'm going to tell all our people out there, get out there, vote.
Please.
Vote like your life depends on it, because it does. And I mean, we need to go out in masses and vote.
Yes. W's in the chat
and
for
to
Bounce.
California, don't get deterred by Tom Steyer. Tom Steyer, he is not.
Thank you
So let's
so
make
much.
sure the other guy, the lieutenant governor, what's his name? He's amazing. In San Jose. He turned San Jose around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
that guy. So we love him.
Mahone, I think that's his
So
name.
I want to thank you, brother, so much. And Becerra, vote for Sarah. And brother, you keep doing what you're doing. Don't let these people stop you. And like I said, I love you.
You voted yesterday, good.
Yeah, my mama voted.
Good.
I took her, yeah, she did. She has to go by mail, but we did it. But I want to thank you guys so much for everything that you do. And again, I love you very much. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of your platform.
All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to my sister Bounce. Becerra, yep, no lies detected. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, where am I? Okay, yeah. I'd like to have diversity on my panel, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we gotta get some diversity, because we one of the most diverse platforms I've ever seen. You know, I love talking to different people from different walks of life. So don't feel intimidated about sending a guest request, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, obviously I'm the Rizzler, but that doesn't mean it's only you could be whoever you are. But if you get up here, and I saw, was it Angus? And I've seen a lot of other people, Taurus in here, literally seeing love being spread on this platform. And what do you do when you see the love being spread? You literally go to your sunken place and just start hating. Please don't come in here and start hating. All right. You want to know what the problem is? And Bounce, you brought it up. I think I need to show you all this graphic. All right. Let's see. I just want to make sure I get this on the record too. This is the problem in America. This is the problem right here in America. Don't worry. We're still gonna those of you who are brave enough to get up here, but I think this graphic needs to be shared. All right, there we go. Hopefully this thing works. This is the problem right here. This was when I saw this. Let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. What Donald Trump is trying to do is make the yellow space bigger. All right. If you don't learn anything else, he's trying to make the yellow space bigger, because if he does that, then the pattern is, of course, he's going to stay and control him and the Republicans. So I want to say this, especially those of you out there who always think to yourself, voting doesn't matter, or especially in the midterms, there's no reason to vote. I only vote every 4 years. No. When you find yourself thinking like that, I want you to understand you're actually part of the problem. You have to understand they want you to not vote. And especially if you're a minority, especially, people of color and women, you got to understand at a certain point in American history, you didn't even have an option about voting. You just weren't allowed to do it. So please get out there and vote, ladies and gentlemen. And honestly, vote blue, vote for the Democrats. And if you look at this and you say Kamala Harris, X, Y, and Z, there is no metric Kamala Harris performed worse than Donald Trump in. There's none. She's overall a better human being, even if you look at it just the character standpoint alone. So I don't get it. I don't honestly get it. I don't understand how a lot of people just sat back and said, oh, I can't bring myself to vote for Kamala Harris. Listen, when you got a choice, and it was real simple, do you want a demon in the White House or not? That's what the last election. And if you look at American history, and I might be getting off topic a little bit, do you understand how much progress we could have made if certain decisions would have, happened in this country? For instance, after the Civil War, what if Abraham Lincoln wasn't assassinated, right? Could you imagine the direction the country would have went in? You got to start thinking about this. What if vice president? And I'm not likening the two, but what if Kamala Harris would have been the president? Could you imagine the trajectory we would be on right now as a nation? How much better things could have been? It really bothers me that we get so close as a nation to honestly starting to get this thing back on track and understanding that there's a larger picture at play than the issue about who you voted for. But we can't get past that because of all of this hatred that a lot of people got in their heart. All right, W's in the chat for Ange. As much as I bash Donald Trump and his supporters, it's obviously more about humans on earth and the rights that we all should be wanting to have. All right. A lot of us, we all understand the concept of freedom. And I believe everybody wants that. Everybody, if you're born, you should deserve it. But when you're born into a country like the United States, where you understand that just because you're born here doesn't mean you get freedom, then you get what you get. But if we get this issue about freedom resolved, we'll be able to start focusing on better issues. All right? And quit blaming the Democrats. It's not the Democrats. I see you, moderate Democrat. I see you. Good morning, Poetivity. Are you there? Oops, I didn't click on you. Oh, let me make Poetivity.
I had a little bit of a delay, I think.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Yeah.
We got you in.
No, well, thank you. Thanks for having me in.
Thank you. I got your Cash App, so you know what I got to say. W's in the chat to Poetivity. Poetivity supports Black businesses. All right, seriously. And handsome businesses, by the way, I should say. Because, yesterday I was thinking about what you said. I said, that made my morning.
Oh, well, it's so true, and I'm really grateful this morning that you had any up, at least in the time that I've been listening, because I'm having a medical issue.
Uh-oh. Everything
Yeah,
okay?
I'm having a medical issue. Yeah, I hear a MAGA start to talk, and my nether parts dry up and withdraw so fast that my belly button pops out. I have an any belly button most of the time, but
Yeah.
MAGAs start talking and whoop, poop. Yeah, I mean, it's just bad. So,
Hey. Oh, DJ, you hurt DJ. Look at you, hurt DJ's feelings. Positivity. Keep. Oh my.
oh man.
Wow.
I mean,
He
I'm
must.
so glad that I didn't hear his voice this morning because it's not a comfortable medical issue.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. Well, okay. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Positivity. That it does that
Yeah.
to you, because I don't want you to suffer. You know what I'm saying? But I get it though. It's really it's disgusting that just the sound of their voice does that to you. It really
Oh
is.
yeah, after 10 years of them like supporting the P3DO stupid president, I guess my body has just developed a reaction that's just painful. So, yeah.
Wow. That's
But it
incredible.
doesn't do that for Democratic men at all.
Thank you. I'm so glad. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Democratic men talking just plunges me into my mid 40s, which is a dangerous place for any woman to be, honestly.
But a lot of us, I don't want to get into that, but we like a little danger in our life. We like a little excitement. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? We don't even have to run around and start trying to act like cavemen or things like that in order to get attention. We just, we sit back and let the game come to us, so to speak. You know what I mean?
You
In a
just do
clean
the
way.
true. Yeah, you do the true job of men. You like step forward and actually protect women's rights and protect people, and you do the good things.
Yeah.
And try and help people and vote for like Medicare for all and things like that. Like you guys are hot.
Yeah,
You
but
guys are
thank
really-
you. But you know what, Positivity? It does come from humbling oneself and learning as a man that a lot of the beliefs we've been taught growing up, they're wrong. And you have to learn how to let all of that go and start listening to folks like you in all seriousness, right? And what you're seeing with Big Zeus right here is evidence of that. I wasn't always, willing to be an ally, so to speak, right?
Well,
but you've had
maybe that's what it is.
Huh?
Maybe that's what it is maybe it's your ability to learn and change.
Yeah.
And understand that just a person being born with a certain parts doesn't mean that you get to assign them their whole life role.
Bingo.
And I find that very, very sexy.
Thank you. Positivity. Listen, you got it. Hey, I'm so glad, honestly, that God has blessed me with all of these handsome qualities that make me such an attractive species specimen, so to speak, because it brings so much joy to you, Positivity. It's honestly an honor that I can do that. Ladies and gentlemen, W's in the chat for Positivity. All right, and she's being honest. We don't punish people for being honest. No, if that's what the good Lord put on your heart to say in front of all these people, you might inspire other people to do it. So thank you, Positivity. I honestly, I'm very humbled, but thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being you, and thank you for not letting them talk today. I really appreciate
You're
that.
welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. All right, you're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, and you got the hater out there saying I'm trying to get some. What?
Well, I did send Zeus support because we need to support these truth tellers and these handsome, sexy Democrats. And I mean, both of us, both sides.
Yeah. You know what it is, Positivity? They're not used to just women being nice and kind. They're not used to it, right? And they always think of the worst because they're sick people. And I'm talking about you. You're a sick man.
Yeah, they are. They're control freakonomics, like they're all about controlling everything. And you were listing off some historical examples.
Yeah.
And in those historical examples, you can go even to like Al Gore. If Al Gore had won the presidency, would we be having all the problems that we're having now? If Jimmy Carter, who put solar panels on the White House, and that made the oil industry start donating to Republican politicians. If that hadn't happened and we had instead dived into the science and really pursued green energy, would we be where we are today? Would our children be as broke? Would it cost them as much to go to school? Would we have a highly educated country that welcomed immigrants and had good immigration policy that did not include separating families and imprisoning people who do not deserve to be imprisoned? And you know, and also about Trump and that noise that he was making, they're having trouble recruiting for ICE, which I'm glad for. That shows that there's a little bit of character in this country.
Good.
But he may have been not just passing gas, but he may have been creating violent ICE demons. He may have been giving birth there. That may have been what happened. And you know,
You're right.
And that was a lot of demons.
Yeah,
like that was a lot.
Violent ICE demons. You heard him passing gas like that.
He was giving birth to violent ICE demons. How many are there? Somebody needs to count because
you need a hazmat suit. You need a hazmat suit to be around that man. Poetivity. It's sad that a lot of women find him attractive, though. Did you know that? A lot of women find him attractive, even though he passes gas like that. And thank you so much.
You know, I'm not gonna.
Oh, DJ.
I'm not gonna kink shame anybody. I'm not gonna.
DJ's getting you know, I didn't want to distract
kink.
you, Poetivity, but DJ's feeling a little insecure because you're not. You know, you basically.
You just mentioned his name and my belly button popped out again.
I won't do it again. DJ.
That was painful.
Yeah.
That was painful.
No one wants you, DJ. That's just honestly, and I see the way the women in on the audience are roasting DJ, calling him lonely, miserable, lame, weak, impotent. Who said that? I mean, keep going, ladies. All right, thank you. Just give him what you got. All right, keep destroying him. He doesn't.
Yeah.
No one loves him.
On this side, though, Zeus, we don't kink shame women who might want a thing covered in poop. We just don't kink shame them. Like that's their thing. Just let them, dream about their thing.
Yeah,
like
fair enough.
I don't like to think about it. I don't want to. I don't participate in that sort of kink. But if they are up for it, then they're up for it. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you did an outstanding job, Poetivity. All right. I just want to say thank you. Now you have a great weekend. All right. And,
thanks for having me up,
and thank you for
everybody support these truth tellers.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you. Make sure you follow Poetivity. Really beautiful person, really beautiful woman, and I really do appreciate her honesty so much. Thank you so much again, Poetivity. All right.
Oh no, I love you, Zeus, and I love your content.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, Poetivity. Hey, an audience. I got to say this to the audience. You all are doing an outstanding job. I really am starting to understand how much you all despise DJ a lot better. Please continue to expose him. So at the end of the day, what Poetivity has revealed to us all is they're jealous of me because of the amount of love that I get. A lot of these men that I won't even call them men, they're creatures that are on the right. No woman will look at them and it hurts them. No woman will acknowledge them. It hurts them. And their only shot of getting attention is to worship Donald Trump, sniff that dirty diaper so that at least the women will yell at them about Donald Trump. It's really sad. It's really sad that you are on that, your game is that weak, your game is that low, that you have to be a Trump supporter to get attention. That takes it to a whole nother level as far as I'm concerned. Seriously. Oh my gosh. Now let's go ahead. The moderate Democrat, welcome, brother. How you doing?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man, I'm honored to have you on the platform, man. I know you've been doing
these guys are weak, man. They don't want to come up no more. If you remember 2024, man, they were willing. They wanted to come up here and tell how great Donald Trump was going to do. He was going to walk on water. He's going to cut the bills in half. Everything, man.
Yeah.
These guys got Trump devotion syndrome. You know what I mean? They so devoted. They're trying to put this man on a $250 bill. I mean, he's gonna have to pass out some of the $250 bills so we can afford this gas, man.
Hey, man,
you know
go ahead,
You know
Rudy.
what I mean? Like, this guy out here trying to put his face on buildings and freaking money.
Yeah.
Can you end this war? Can you get the gas prices down? Man, have mercy.
Yeah, what are they
know
saying?
What I mean?
Yeah, where do you think they went since 2024? Because I used to have them by the boatload. You know, you put your net out there.
Oh yeah, Angus used to come in my live too. He got quiet. He stopped coming around, man.
Really?
If you a Trump supporter come up here, I wouldn't. I'd be ashamed of myself. I couldn't do it. They got low energy now. Got low energy.
Wow. All of a sudden, it got real quiet out here when the tariffs came, right? It got real radio silent. Oh no, just trust in Trump. Remember that narrative, that lie they had posted all over his trust in Trump. You had Caroline Levitt. Now Caroline Levitt went and had a baby on us. She don't even want to deal with this.
This guy don't even want to do it. All he wants to do is enrich himself off the backs of Americans. His family. How's his one son? His one son don't even say anything. How's his son worth $150 million baron? That kid ain't never said a word. How's he worth $150 million? How's he worth $100? That young man ain't never said a word.
Wow.
I ain't never seen him say nothing. How's he worth $150 million? You know what I mean? Like, dang, wow, man. It must be nice to be a Trump kid, man.
Yeah.
Make all that money.
Any answers? Can any Trump voter out there answer any of our questions? I can never
Unless
get them
Daddy gave it to him, you know what I mean? Like, how the hell did that guy get that money, man?
And Trump took it from his supporters.
Ain't that funny? He didn't even go to O Junior's wedding. He probably ain't gonna last long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He done left his one wife, 5 children at home, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
Ain't gonna last, man.
You don't think so? You don't think it's true love that?
No, man. Ain't no chance, man. Look who his daddy is.
Yeah, he does.
He'll be clapping on something new, man.
Wow. So, honestly, what are your thoughts currently, in terms of the Iran war right now? I don't know if you're following that, but what do you think?
Oh, every day, man.
Is ceasefire really going to happen, do you think?
Nope. If you're following some of these experts on this oil, looking like several countries in a few weeks are going to run out of jet fuel and different fuel, man. It's not looking good. Well, the thing is when America puts a buffoon as president, it's clear that he doesn't have the ability, the tools to do this.
Wow.
When you get into an unnecessary war that we should never be in, remember when he got into it, he said the free the Iran. Now he's just trying to open a strait that was open before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you so desperate. He said he has all the cards.
Yeah.
He said, does he have the straight card? Does he? Does he have the Strait of Hormuz card?
Nope.
No, sir, you don't, man.
Nope. Don't.
You don't have that card, do you?
W's in the chat for Rudy telling the truth. Now,
I'm telling you, bro,
David
man,
said, do you know who David is? He said, you're pro-Iran. Did you know that? Are you pro-Iran?
No, I'm pro mind my own business. Like we shouldn't be getting in wars that we have no business getting in.
Thank you.
Can you ask this fella? Can you show the proof that they had a threat to our national security? Can you just not Donald Trump's gut that's full with McDonald's? Can you please just tell us?
Yeah.
Donald goes, I had a gut feeling they were going to do it. They were going to do it. No, Donald, we need to see proof, Donald.
Thank
Can
you.
you show us proof?
No,
not your gut.
Thank you, because we
You know
know
what I
what's in
mean?
his gut, right? We heard it when
We
he was
know what's
passing
in there.
gas.
Nothing but foul crap.
Thank
know what I mean?
you.
Come on.
So, David, you just been totally obliterated, eviscerated, annihilated. He said he's not pro-Iran.
They talk a lot from the comment section. They don't want to come up and talk to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
David.
do a lot of talking in that comment
Yeah,
section.
David, come on up here. If you're so intelligent, please explain how he's pro-Iran. And by the way, didn't Donald Trump post on social media, "Make Iran great again"?
Oh, I know. Well, he is. He's making them wealthy.
Yeah.
He's making them more.
Yeah,
They're making more
so
money.
Trump is
now.
pro-Iran now that I think about it, David. Go take
Yeah.
go file your grievance against him.
What wasn't that Miga? Was it Make Iran Great Again?
Yep. Yep.
I mean, like they're making more money now.
I'm out Negro. Yeah.
Their economy booming again, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least their economy booming. Ours sucks.
Yeah.
He making Iran great again.
Yeah.
He make us terrible.
Thank you. So David, knock it off. All right. You see Americans aren't saving as much as they used to. 5% used to when Biden was in office. Now only 2%, 2.6% are. So, David, what are you talking about? It's sad, man. But you know what? Thank you for destroying
I
them.
wish, man, Zeus, don't you wish that we could have grocery stores that were for the people that voted for Harris?
Yeah.
And gas stations of people that voted for Harris. I would give anything if we just have smart gas stations and people that voted the right way. If that makes you more American to pay $5 a gallon, go ahead. Go to that gas station. I want to pay like $2 something. Can we do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna get so bad. It's gonna get so bad. Some of us gonna have to go get horses and stuff, bro. It's gonna get bad, bro.
Yeah.
I'd be riding a bike. I'm too chubby to ride a bike, bro. You know what I mean? I don't want to ride a bike.
You might have to, though, at the rate we're going.
I know, it's terrible.
Wow. It's unfortunate, but you know what? I do believe that as long as we have good people like you out there standing up and telling people what's the right thing and not allowing them to, bash you and beat you up and intimidate you and not to use your voice, I think we're going to end up, possibly on the right side of history at a certain point. Taurus, you don't get to tell our guests anything, Taurus. I've asked you nicely. Please behave yourself now. All right. Thank you, Rudy. I'm so sorry.
You gotta love the haters, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how you bring it out of them.
They love me very strongly, very strongly. They do. They love me, Zeus. You know that they come from all around the world. They love me.
Yeah,
and I love them, Zeus. I do.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, I love them a lot.
Let's go. He said that he was chubby. Okay, but what does that got to do with anything, Taurus?
I'm thick. I prefer thick.
Hey, there you go. So you get it right.
Mama said I got big bones. Big bones.
Yeah. Thank you. See, we own whatever it is that we got, and we still know how to hold Donald Trump.
You know what's crazy though, Zeus? Most of the time, you see my face on here. A lot of these folks want to talk about what you look like, all this stuff, but they don't ever put their face out there, man. They do a lot of talking, but then they want to talk. They want to talk about me. Yeah. Have they seen Donald Trump's chubby butt?
Hey.
I got clear. I got. You know what I mean? He's thick as all get out, man. And he's orange. You know what I mean? He's thick and orange.
Facts. No lies detected. Taurus.
I wonder if he glows in the dark orange.
Let's
you know
ask
what I mean?
Taurus. Maybe you can get Taurus to come up here. Taurus, do you want to come up here? Turn your camera on. How many of you would like to see Taurus turn her camera on and show us how beautiful she is? Or brown-eyed girl, you know I'm talking to you. Don't get quiet now. I want to see you. All right.
They talk a lot, bro. They don't want to come up, man.
Yeah, ain't that something? They don't want to actually.
I know they do a lot of talking, man. I remember all these guys from 2024. How it's going to be so great, and gas going. Remember what they said? They wanted mean tweets and cheap gas. Now they got delusional tweets and high ass gas. You know?
Yeah.
I cursed. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. That's fine. And they got what they wanted now, and now they're radio silent now, right? Just hiding in the comments on their burner accounts, refusing.
I wouldn't come up here either, man. I wonder how many of them gave their MAGA hats and MAGA T-shirts to Goodwill. I mean, I bet you're going to see an influx of those coming to Goodwill. Goodwill going to be like, what am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
People going to be taking wash their car. I wouldn't even wash my car with that. Would you?
Nope. No. It's going to be a relic of the past in short order. Thank you, Kimmy. Wow. Look at that.
Very strongly. There's no tariff on the TikToks. There's no tariff.
Yeah.
We promise.
Yeah. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much. All right, bro. Well, listen, we got to wrap this thing up, but it's an honor to have you come on the show. Hopefully you're around a lot more, Keep bringing the love, and it seems like you got a lot of people out here who love you as well, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you're following the Moderate Democrat.
Appreciate it. You're more than welcome to come on, man. I like to have you up. Come on. I see you out there on them streets going in there, man, scrapping with them.
Yeah.
I see you going in there, man.
I try to when I got time, But yeah, at this point, what do you say to a bunch of people who just they won't even be honest at a certain point? Like, are gas prices high right now? The average person.
But you know what they always do. What about Biden? I know 2022. What about Biden?
No. See, as soon as that happens, I go, thank you, Cindy. I go, I just can't get into a real deep conversation with these people because it's starting to feel like a relationship that needs to end. Right? It's like you just meet these people and it's like, why do I feel like I've been in a relationship with you for 10 years? Whenever I'm arguing with MAGA.
Kimmy telling me I talk too much. Kimmy, what do you think you do on a live? Am I supposed to come up here and be quiet? Have you heard Donald Trump talk? Wandered around, stands up in the middle of a meeting, walks out. Look what I'm building out there. Look at that. You see that? That's going to be so great. What am I doing here? I forgot. What's your name? You know, that's guy. Come on, Kimmy.
You gotta be. You gotta play it fair, Kimmy. You gotta be fair is fair. Yes, Donald Trump talks way too much, and he rambles about a bunch of things that make absolutely no sense.
He just makes stuff up. I mean, I'll tell you, it is sometimes entertaining. Like when he talks about the the windmills.
Yeah.
They're killing the birds. If you go down there, there's so many dead birds down there. They're just whacking the birds like crazy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, what in the hell goes, or the shark. Remember when the shark, it was the electric battery?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I get ate by the shark or do I get electrocuted? Which one is it? You know what I mean? What the heck is going through this guy's head, man?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just glad I know at the end of the day when I can look at my kids, man, I can tell them I voted the right way. And like when you see all the racist crap that this guy's done with ICE and everything, and the absolute disastrous choices that he has made for this country, I can be able to look at my kids and tell them I voted the right way. I voted to help America. I wasn't scared to make the first woman president. You know, I wasn't afraid to have that. You know, I voted for a woman 2 times. There are a lot of people out there stupid that don't want to vote for a person off the gender, and it's dumb as hell. Get out. Look at this guy. He's got supposedly has the testicle. You know, but look how he running this, man.
Yeah.
It's absolutely hideous how he's running it.
Wow.
You know, it's embarrassing. As an American, I'm so embarrassed. Like Zeus, I don't know about you.
You're right. You're right.
You see them T-shirts where they're celebrating 250th.
Yeah.
I see that, and I don't even want to buy something like that that says celebrating 250th. I love this country. I love the flag, but I'm not proud of my country right now. I'm embarrassed of the president. I'm embarrassed of our nation and what we're doing every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How internationally what we're doing, we're committing war crimes. We're spending money that we don't have. We got people starving here.
Yeah.
And every day it's just getting worse, Zeus. Every day.
Yeah.
And the only way we can fix this, man, come November, if everybody shows up and with one voice and sends a very clear message to MAGA, it's over, bro.
Yeah.
We're taking the country back.
Yeah.
And TikTok, bro, we're going to impeach your rear end, bro. We're coming for you, bro.
Thank you. Man, what a great way to wrap. Honestly, wrap things up, okay? Because wait a second, you seem to have summoned a demon. Look at that,
David.
Yeah, he's the one that said you are.
I bring him out, bro.
You support Iran. If David can't contain himself, I'll drop him. David, what
Take
brought
a
you
pill,
up here?
Karen. Take a pill. You need a pill.
David.
No, he needs a pill.
Who?
You know he does.
Who?
You're whoever this
Trump?
guy's below me.
Trump. So no, let's reset.
No, your guest.
Let's reset
guest
this.
needs a pill.
Okay, let's reset.
Hi, my name's Rudy. Nice to meet you.
Let's reset.
Rudy,
this, David.
get a pill. Take a nap.
David,
I wouldn't have had to deal with you right now if your mom would have took a pill.
Oh
David.
my God, Rudy.
David. If you
listen to you,
if you cannot,
I gotta go because I'm not gonna.
I'm talking about birth control, bro. Calm down.
So I don't know what you did, but W's in the chat. You know what?
I'll bring him out, bro.
Wow, that was the quickest defeat I've ever seen. Oh my God, he literally didn't even know who he was upset with. Who? You? Yeah, the one below me. What's your name? He doesn't even know
They're
how to
so
read.
angry for no reason.
Wow, W's in the chat for moderate Democrat. Wow, and that's honestly enough. Poetivity, you're right. Just the sound of their voice is enough to send you over the edge. I mean, these folks, oh my God. You could literally hear the demons in them. And it was almost like he just got done sniffing Trump's diaper. You can hear it in the way his voice was,
that
vibrating.
devotion syndrome, man, is a real thing. When they say we got Trump derangement syndrome, they are so devoted to Donald Trump, man. It is so crazy, bro. They're like, I've heard him basically say, man, it makes you more patriotic to pay more at the pump. I'm like, huh? Could you imagine? You imagine us trying to tell them that when Joe Biden was president?
That part.
Hey, dude, bro, it makes you more patriotic to pay more. What would they do to us? What would they say to us?
Oh, you're a shill. They got all the names. grifter.
You're getting paid to do this. You're getting paid.
DNC
Oh, really?
op, you know what I'm saying? Fed, slop, supply. You know, they got all the names. If we would, that's why I say the easiest thing that when you're arguing with these people, you know, you see these debate shows like Jubilee. You ever seen that? Jubilee?
Oh my God. Yes.
And the way that they get up there with their red hats and their talking points, all I can say is now repeat what you just said, but don't say Trump, say Joe Biden, and then see if you're okay with it. And all of a sudden,
let's be real about it.
Yeah.
You can put yourself on, you put me on there, bro. And you've already been doing it for years.
Yeah.
With that Jubilee show.
Yeah.
And literally, I mean, certain people on this app have swelled up to large numbers because they went on there and dog walked smooth brain Trumpers. I mean, like literally, like
it's easy to do. It's easy to do.
I mean, but also, I've met a few Trumpers that were smart, a few Republicans that aren't bad, but most of them are just smooth brainers.
Yeah.
I mean, like literally, they listen to Fox Noise, and that I mean, Hannity and other bull crap, man. They just take it, and whatever Donald Trump says, man, they just go with it, man. They don't ever challenge anything.
Yeah, yeah, and that's where you always hear them. Oh, okay. Did you hear Trump say this? No, I haven't heard him say this. Have you heard Trump say this? No, I haven't heard him say that. And then you go, okay, so why are gas prices high? Iran can't have a nuclear weapon.
Yeah,
It's funny you heard Trump say that, right? But you didn't hear all the other lies he told, right?
Yeah, and
it's
I
crazy.
try to
These
tell
people
them,
lie.
like, prove it that they had it. Prove it.
Yeah.
Prove it. Show us the proof. Show the proof.
Yeah.
They can't show the proof.
Yeah. And I would want them to do this too. If they start arguing about how great the economy is, they should be forced to produce evidence that they are actually saving more money, or that they've made more money in their 401ks, or that their stock portfolio has boomed. They should have to be forced to show us that
I'll
this
ask
thing
you
is
this.
actually
Do you
happening.
think that
You
think that any presidential candidates to run, me and Johnny Stearns are talking about this, that any presidential candidates running in 2028, we cannot have the mantra that we're just going to move on past Trump. No way. Whatever candidate we get in there, but they have to promise us that they are going to prosecute and go after every single dime that this guy has been ripping us off, every shady deal. And I don't give a rip, Zeus, if he is in a wheelchair pissing down his leg. I want to prosecute that orange Cheeto for what he did on January 6th. I want to make him pay. I want to put him in a 6x9 sale.
No, hey,
They
from your
gotta
lips to
promise
God's
me, bro.
ears. Yeah, that's what I want to hear the presidential candidate say. Their DOJ is going to recover all the monies that have been stolen from the American people, as well as hold every single person that was part of the corruption accountable. And send them to Nuremberg, send them to The Hague, as far as I am
And
concerned.
don't forget about that jet too. Whoever gets in there, executive ordered 1, that jet ain't going to you, bro. Oh, you want it? You got to pay $5 billion for it. The American people done paid like $1 billion to upgrade that sucker. We got to make money, right? That's what Donald Trump said. We got to make money.
Yeah. Accountability and affordability. That's all Democrats need to be offering. That's all Democrats.
I just want to hammer the guy, hammer him, and go make his life miserable once he leaves.
What about Don Jr.?
Investigation
What
after
about Don
investigation.
Jr.? You think they should go after Don Jr.?
All of them.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
We go after every one of them, man. They're all enriching themselves off. The only body in America that's making money right now is the Trump family. All of us getting broke every day, going to the grocery store, everything expensive, all get out. The gas, everything is through your electric bill, everything's through the roof. What is this guy doing? He's trying to put his face on a $250 bill, building a ballroom, putting a damn UFC fight on the White House lawn. Are you kidding me?
Aliens, he thinks he's releasing evidence that there's aliens now. I mean, the guy's all over.
Well, he would rather talk about them alien files than he would them e-files, right?
Oh,
they don't want to talk about that. Remember, they'd rather talk about some aliens. E-files, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to talk about them alien files, and my name was all over the E-files. You know what I mean?
No lies detected. Has he lied yet? Has Rudy lied yet? Nope. We know what it is. Active cover-up. Oh, my goodness. Well, listen, brother, I got to get up out of here. I got to shake the spot, but honestly, I feel like you and I could talk for hours.
I know, man. I like to do this, man.
Yeah.
I like to do this.
Yeah, but I appreciate
Hey,
you.
what
man.
happened to your ticker that you had to go across the screen? I was going to ask you how you did that. how you did that.
You know,
I text you. I bet.
Yeah. You
Like,
mean this ticker?
I was going to ask you how you did that.
Like that? You like how I did that? You like?
Yeah, I wanted to.
You thought it wasn't when it was?
I didn't know how you did it.
Hey man, listen, the game is to be sold, not told.
Hey,
I can
man,
give you the
can share
recipe.
that information,
I can give
bro.
you the
I
recipe,
like
but you might
that.
not be able to cook it the way I cook it. If you know what I'm saying.
Cook it.
All right?
I can do it. I got the same hookup.
Okay, well, listen, we'll talk. My people will talk to your people. All right, brother. All right.
I don't have people. I just have me.
Okay, well then, you know what? Send them in. All right, I'll definitely take real good care of them. All right, you have my word. My fingers aren't crossed behind my back, though. All right, but honestly, bro, I gotta get up out of here.
I know, man.
All right.
Hey, man, it was good yakking with you, man.
You too. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh my God, that was Moderate Democrat. Make sure you're following him. Oh my gosh, yeah. What an amazing show. Oh my gosh. But I want to honestly say thank you, honestly, to all of you who continue to have been following me for all this time, right? I've been doing this for how many years? 6 years or so. And we've had a lot of great people, honestly, that I've met, and some have, passed away attacking CC, others Red, but it's definitely been a humbling experience to be a part of this. And you all have made it possible. So you all deserve, honestly, a round of applause. Even the haters, because some of these haters out here, they've been following me. July Love 31. Wow. I mean, yeah. But it's a religious thing that I do now. You spend all day long trying to pick apart what's going on in the world, and you're trying to also navigate what's going on in your personal life. So it's a sacrifice. Anyone trying to honestly do this kind of stuff on social media, you do have to sacrifice something, and you got to be honest with yourself. What am I willing to give up? All right. But it's totally worth it. Thank you, K-Dub. It's totally worth it when you see the possibilities that we could honestly achieve in this country if we all were to actually do the right thing. And so with that being said, I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you. Yes, especially to all of the gifters out there. I don't know how you do it, especially in times like this, but it does help a lot. Your support means so much, not just to me, but honestly to every single one of the people that get up here and contribute. I think of it like we're running a business, and so I don't think anyone here is a grifter. I don't even think anybody that's you know a grifter when you see one, right? But when you've been doing this for 6 years, you understand this is no grift. This is just somebody that loves their country, and all of you clearly love your country, and you can see that in Donald Trump's poll numbers. So my real ask is that all of you honestly continue to inspire and encourage other people to do the right thing. Take advantage of the fact that you do have the right to vote. Help them to understand that right now there's an active effort to discourage them from voting in order to keep this person that's running the country in power as long as he can, because he doesn't want to face accountability. And my hope is that if you stand up in the spaces that you are in, especially offline when no one sees you, then we will be able to honestly get this country to a place where we will be able to live up to the original promises that were once documented. You know what I'm saying? And so with that being said, you all deserve a round of applause. Thank you, Ange. Yes. Well, it might be small to you, Edward, but to a lot of other people, it could be a major issue. All right. Try to be as understanding as possible that a lot of people struggle with things, and maybe to you it's an easy thing, but to other people it's very stressful. Thank you, Kimmy. We came a long way, Kimmy. I got to give it to you. I mean, you're a nice person, I guess. And you know what? That means, anybody can honestly be a nice person, but we also want people to do the right thing when they go in there and vote. Now, on a serious note, I haven't done it all day, and maybe that's why I only got flagged when I started talking about Epstein. You saw me get flagged only when I started talking about the Epstein stuff. But other than that, I haven't done the Lake of Fire, but we got to do it. We're going to do the Lake of Fire, and this is for all of the bad characters that we had to deal with on the show today, Zeus haters. We can never, ever, ever get any answers when it comes to MAGA at this point. And that's because if they were to be truthful, they would have to concede. They would have to surrender, in other words, on a lot of different things. They would have to concede that the economy is not getting better. They would have to concede that people are not saving as much money anymore, that gas prices are high, the cost of groceries are higher. They would have to concede that we're really not a safer country We've depleted a lot of our munitions. This war between the United States and Iran is dragging on way longer than Donald Trump told us it would. The tariffs did not stop rugs from coming in the country, and it did not bring jobs back to the United States. And I could go on and on. Donald Trump's who he is as a person in terms of his character, everything about him is bad. They would have to concede on those points. And instead of conceding on those points, they want to continue to bring up stuff that happened when Joe Biden and Vice President were running the country. It's unacceptable. If this was a college course and you were asked very explicit questions, for instance, who is currently responsible for the economy, and you gave the wrong answer, you know what they would do? You would not be able to pass the course. You would have to be honest and admit that the person you voted for has made a lot of things worse in this country. And so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I have to do it. We're going to warm up the lake of fire for all of you who continue to not be honest with yourself and the American people about what's happening. Do me a huge, huge, huge favor. Pack your bags. You're going somewhere, and get the underwear too with the gasoline draws. Yeah, get those too. All right, because you're getting a first-class trip straight to hell. Educational purposes only. Educational purposes only.
Silence.
Wow.
You MAGA Damon.
All right, W's in the chat for Big Zeus. All right, we are out of here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go. What do we? Oh my God. Oh, okay, let's go. Hey, kids, have a great weekend. You know the song.
What about body? Yeah, yeah.
Marissa. Thank you, Maddie. Every time I start playing it, my Thank you, Evan.
Wide open, let them flood it. Millions crossing, drugs pouring. Where we begin? What about Biden? Gas prices sky, inflation wild. Economy dying, can't feed your child.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great weekend.
Afghanistan mess left them behind. 13 soldiers gone. Joe acting blind. What about Biden? Yeah, yeah. What about Biden?
Have a great rest of your morning. You know, this is their favorite song, ladies and gentlemen.
Up in the White House, calling Sleepy Joe cognitive decline. Everybody knows. Stumbling words, can't finish a sentence. Puppet on strings,
So
pulling
cold.
the leverage on his laptop.
Thank
bullets
you.
a deal. Trying to cash flow, million conceal. Family getting pain, influence pedal while we out here struggling. Pockets unsettled. Weaponized OJ, FBI raids.
My favorite part.
Gets praised. January 6th.
Hey, Angus, there's no liberal tears. Knock it off. Thank you, everyone.
Energy week.
Really appreciate it.
Crime in the cities, soft on the streets, defund the police.
Thank you. Forever Jan. Thank you. Yeah, that ain't right. Woo. Let's go, Heaven. Thank you, G-Man. Hey, Angus. RC, thank you. There's no liberal tears. Thank you. Woo. 13 soldiers gone. Joe acting blind. Can't feed your goldfish? Wow. It's a real sad song when you sit back and think about an angel. So cool. Sing it right here. Sing it. What about him? Rizzler. Thank you, Ange. Woo. Yeah. That's all MAGA has. What about him? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.